Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Yes.
An overcast Sunday afternoon here on Labor Day weekend, but it is time for baseball as the Yes Network presents the Hyundai Sunday Game of the Week. It's the New York Yankees against the St. Louis Cardinals in the rubber game of a three-game set from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Yankees Baseball, along with Paul O'Neill. I'm Michael K. Yankees lost yesterday 6-5, a valiant comeback that fell just short, so they want to win this one, so they go out on the road with a winning series against the Cards, and they get a little help today. After missing 62 games with an injury, Anthony Rizzo is back in the lineup.
You know what? It's really fair to say that, first base has been kind of a black hole for the New York Yankees this year. Anthony Rizzo was not playing his best, but he is capable of doing a lot of things. Now him coming back to the lineup, a big September, all will be forgotten. It adds a lot of stability. He's always been able to play defense. It's good to see Anthony Rizzo back.
As Paul said, they have not gotten that much out of first base. This is what Rizzo gave them in 70 games before he got hurt with the arm fracture, 223, 8 home runs, 28 runs batted in, and OPS of 630. Well, you've heard from Paul. You've heard from me. Now it's time to hear from Anthony Rizzo. He's back, batting seventh. Meredith Morakovitz has more when we return right here on Yes. That day is here. Yankees, Red Sox.
Verdugo. How can you not enjoy that?
Strike three. Driven deep to center field. A long home run from Aaron Judge. Back-to-back home runs. Judge and Wells and O'Neill. He went out of the park too. Left two.
Make this a summer to share and save during the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event in the 3-row Kia Sorrento, the tech-forward Sportage, the available all-wheel drive Seltos, or the IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus Telluride, each one recommended by Consumer Reports. This summer, visit your local Kia dealer and save. Get 1.9% APR for 48 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorrento vehicles.
I love it when people say that something's impossible. I see that as a challenge.
I have a lot of regret about not protecting my ears sooner.
Protect your ears at all times, no matter what. It's not something you can get back.
Welcome back to the Bronx for the series finale between the Yankees and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hey everyone, I'm Meredith Morakovitz. Anthony Rizzo is back after missing 66 games with a fracture in his right forearm. Earlier, I had the opportunity to catch up with him to ask him just how excited he is to be rejoining this team for the stretch run.
Feels like Billy Madison going to school again for the first time. It's just exciting. You know, when you're out for a long period, you really miss the game. It's what we love to do. It's what I love to do, and excited to just be back and be part of this team. The team's been battle tested throughout up to this point, and I'm excited to be part of it again.
What told you were ready?
I just think playing in the rehab games, playing the field, really. Hitting has felt fine for a little while now. The fielding was a little behind just as far as some certain movements hurting, but now it's pain-free and strength is there.
Aaron Boone had a huge smile on his face when I asked him what it was like to be able to pencil Anthony Rizzo's name back in that lineup. He's excited about the prospect of adding some more balance with the left-handed bat and potentially length if Rizzo can hit, as we know he is capable of hitting. He's going to bat seventh for the Yankees this afternoon. Plenty more to come here on the Yes Network. When we get back, Michael K. will be joined by Paul O'Neill. First pitch coming your way after the break.
Scoreboard.
Hulu.
Cheers.
Disney Plus.
Okay, here we go.
And ESPN Plus. Something for everyone. For one low price. Get the Disney Bundle with plans starting at $9.99 a month.
Some people want double the chicken, slow roasted in a burrito with crisp, fresh purple cabbage. Some people don't. And some people are wrong. The Cantina Chicken Burrito, only at Taco Bell.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Oh, now Mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home. Take a class in your attic, that dead spot is gone. Stream ballet in your man cave, learn to paint on your lawn.
It's glorious.
For a limited time, get a free upgrade to Home Internet Plus. Just $50 a month.
The Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Hyundai. With a brand new Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. By FanDuel. New FanDuel customers can get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. And by Tunnel to Towers. Help America's heroes. Donate $11 a month at T2T.org. Curt Flood, pretty important in the history of baseball, that's for sure. His lawsuit led to free agency in baseball and a new era in this game. Well, they've exchanged the lineup cards at home plate. Yankees with a very short 3-game homestand, and then out to the road again. They will head to Arlington, Texas. 3 games against the Rangers. Thursday is an off day, and then 3 games at Wrigley Field against the Chicago Cubs. You see Nestor Cortez, he's ready to go as he leads the Yankees out of the dugout, and they take the field. Anthony Rizzo, 62 games because of an injury, and he's feeling. He is so thrilled to be back, as he just told Meredith. So he missed 4 games before he got hurt, and then 62 games since he got hurt. That leads to the 66 that he has not played in this year, but he's back at first base and ready to roll. Let's take a look at the Cardinals starting lineup, brought to you by TikTok. Mason Wynn, the shortstop, leads off. Lucan Baker, the DH, will bat second. Hitting third, playing third base, Nolan Arenado. Then it's Goldschmidt, Herrera, and Donovan. That's the middle of the order. Right fielder Jordan Walker is batting 7. Batting 8, playing left field, Lars Nootbaar. And Victor Scott II is in center field, and he is batting 9. They'll be facing that guy. Nestor Cortez takes the ball every 5 days. His 28th start, 8-10, 3.89 ERA. The numbers are good. Let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report.
Well, 3 for 3. That's a good day as a hitter, but also as a pitcher. His last 3 starts, 3-0 with a 0.44 ERA, giving up 1 run in 20 2/3 innings. So on a roll. More good news. You want some more good news, Mike?
Yeah.
All right. 2.7 ERA at home this year. 16-7 career win-loss record in the Bronx. Fastball cutter during this run. His fastball cutter much better. That's why he's been mowing through the lineups.
Yankee defense is presented by Defender. Verdugo, Judge, and Soto left to right in the outfield. Infield, Chisholm, Volpe, Torres, and Rizzo. That's third to first. Walls behind the plate. Stanton, the DH today. And we told you all about Nestor Cortez on the mound. Mason Wynn is ready. Nestor Cortez is ready. Let's do it in the Bronx. And the first pitch is a strike. We're underway. Adam Beck, the home plate umpire. The crew chief, Dan Iasone, at first. C.B. Buckner at second, and Ben May is over at third. Hit sharply to Volpe. Gets a nice hop. 1 down. All right, Paul, time to work. Keys in the game brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Wow, this is it. Remember that song, Michael?
Oh, yeah.
The September pennant race is on, and the Yankees 1.5 games up thanks to the Rockies beating the Orioles. Fun time to come to the ballpark. Welcome back. Anthony Rizzo missed 62 games. We talked about it. Scott Efra's back from Tommy John. Hasn't pitched in the major league since October of 22. And is Volpe back? Well, it's a good question. 2 hits, 2 RBIs yesterday. Last 11 games, it's in 342, 4 doubles, and 5 stolen bases.
Give me the line after welcome back. Let me see how good you are.
Welcome back. What are you talking about? Welcome back, Cotter?
Yeah.
That's my line. What else you want?
Your dreams were your ticket out.
Oh. Well, it worked for me. I got out of Columbus, Ohio.
3-0. And the pitch. 3-1. And there's ball 4 as Baker walks with 1 out. Let's see what Adam Beck's about. Home plate umpire is considered neutral, just his 5th big league season. More outside strikes, fewer inside strikes on right-handed batters.
It was funny you say that only his 5th major league. As a player, you're almost a veteran after 5 years, but umpires' careers can go a long time. Huh?
A lot of guys, 25, 30 years. Arenado takes a strike. Arenado, very quietly, has built a 14-game hitting streak personally against the Yankees dating back to 2016. 22 hits and 52 at-bats. 4.23 average. 0-2 on Arenado. So Paul told you the home ERA for Nestor Cortes, 2.79 in 13 starts. 14 starts on the road, 5.09.
Yeah, he's during this run, he's run a couple really good games on the road also. So things are starting to even out. But Nestor, Stroman, if you look, have really, really picked it up the last month or so to really help the starting rotation.
And 3.89 ERA is very good. It doesn't seem like it should be attached to an 8-10 record, but the bullpen has not done a great job for Nestor Cortes, blowing a lot of his wins. The 0-2. Punched out to right field. It's a base hit for Arenado. Baker will move to second.
I don't know if you've noticed, Michael, but, sometimes you have to make adjustments. Arenado dead away with 2 strikes. He always sits on sliders and balls away. And again, he just continues with 2 strikes to handle pitches, and it's because they haven't really changed location with 2 strikes to get in on him.
So here's Paul Goldschmidt. Lights are on here at the stadium. The sun is a rumor today.
There's a bright spot up there. Does that mean the sun's behind it?
I guess so. Well, it's very shy today. Pitch up and away. 1-0. Time for Game Time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. 78 degrees. It feels hotter. 40% chance of rain, humidity 71%. The wind is blowing out to left field. Driven into left center on the run for Dugo. He makes a nice play as the runners retreat.
You've said that a lot this year, Michael. Verdugo has really held down left field defensively. I know it's been disappointing for him at the plate, but, he does a lot of things in the outfield to save runs. And this is a big play, especially in the first inning with 2 men on.
To the delight of Nestor Cortes. Here's Herrera. High fly ball. Left center. Judge is there and puts it away for the final out. No runs a hit. 2 men left on base. St. Louis nothing. The New York Yankees coming to bat.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on most 2024 Cadillac models when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
This is the New York Yankees starting lineup. First up the bat, Gleyber Torres. Second, Juan Soto.
Batting third, Aaron Judge. Batting fourth, Austin Wells. Batting fifth, Giancarlo Stanton. Batting sixth, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Batting seventh, Anthony Rizzo. Batting eighth, Anthony Volpe. And batting ninth, Alex Verdugo.
Go Yankees! Go Yankees!
Good job on today's starting lineup, brought to you by TikTok. Well done. Well done. So that's the Yankees starting lineup, and they're going to face the veteran right-hander Miles Michaelis. This is his 28th start. He's 8-10 with a 5.23 ERA. Let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report.
Well, sky high. Talking about his ERA, 5.23 is second highest in the National League. But watch out, because the highest is Patrick Corbin, who has a 5.5, but he threw 6 shutout innings against the Yankees on Tuesday in Washington. So you really never know. Pitch to contact, doesn't strike out many people, 16%, which is the lowest rate in the major leagues. It doesn't walk anybody either. He's only a 4% walk rate. So he, you can swing the bat.
The 0-1, 0-2 on Torres.
Michael, now that I look at Michaelis on the mound, I think I want to readjust. He's like a Ron Burgundy lookalike, right?
A little bit of that.
Just for fun.
Just missed with that one. Little Pete Vukovich, too. Remember him?
Pete from the Brewers?
Yeah,
sure.
Let's check out the defense behind him, presented by Defender, Newt Barr, Scott, and Walker. Left to right in the outfield. Infield, Arenado, Wynn, Donovan, and Goldschmidt. Third to first. Herrera behind the plate. Baker the DH, and Michaelis is on the mound. 0-1-2. Arenado, 10 gold gloves. Makes the play. 1 away. Here's Juan Soto.
Just looking back yesterday at that rocket he hit off Helsley in the 9th inning, just a line drive on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Almost was a really fun comeback, huh?
Came close. But they intentionally walked Judge, and then Helsley just threw breaking ball after breaking ball to Austin Wells and finally won the battle on a strikeout. Drill to right field, a ball, and it handcuffs Walker and gets by him. But he does retrieve, and he holds Soto to a single.
I mean, this was the knock on Walker. I mean, he offensively could do some things. Got off to a tough start this year, but defense has always kind of been a thorn in his side. Lucky, I mean, this ball was absolutely ripped to right field. He actually backtracked on it. I don't know if he got leather on it or his wrist, but he got enough to keep Juan Soto at first base. So he actually goes back on the ball and then takes it off. It looks like the heel of the glove.
Judge waves at that pitch, 0-1. In the 9th inning yesterday, Judge was intentionally walked for the 17th time this year. Now, the Yankee record is 23 times. Mickey Mantle was intentionally walked that many times in 1957. That was the year after Mickey won the Triple Crown, and the league said, yeah, no more of that.
You know, it's not like he even had a good matchup, too, because you look back at Mickey Mantle being a switch hitter, power from both sides, so it didn't matter what you did coming from the bullpen or anything as a matchup. And
I got a piece of Herrera. Cooking up something special with Hexclad. 10 or more home runs, 20 more walks in a month for MLB teammates. This is all time. Only been done 3 times. Garrigan Root did it in July of 1931. Ted Williams and Vern Stevens did it for the Red Sox in August of 39. And oh yeah, Judge and Soto just did it in August.
Vern Stevens.
That's right.
The name was usually not on the graphics with Judge and Soto, huh?
Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. The first game here in September. The Yankees expanded the roster. You can expand the roster by 2, so they sent down 2 players yesterday, Rice and Warren. Called up Rizzo, outfielder Duke Ellis, right-handed pitchers Scott Effers and Ron Marinaccio. So that's the additions for the Yankees. Now, Ellis is, his skill is the stolen base. 51 stolen bases in 75 games in the minors this year, and that's in 55 attempts. Another foul ball.
Well, if you watch what they've done to Aaron Judge in this series, it's really in and out, in and out, in and out. Really nothing in the middle of the plate. They pretty much kept him at bay. Base hit yesterday, but still Aaron Judge looking for a mistake from the Cardinals.
Just missed outside, 3-2. Looks like Michaelis is calling his own game. He's hitting the pitch calm himself. Soto leads off first, held by Goldschmidt. There he goes. It's a strike. The throw is set in. It's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. You can run on Herrera, but not that time. As Judge strikes out, Soto gets thrown out, and that'll do it for the Yankees in the first. Called strike 3. Herrera with the throw. And the tag is made by Donovan on Soto in plenty of time.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Oh, now mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home. Taking a class in your attic, that dead spot is gone. Stream LA in your man cave, learn to paint on your lawn.
He's glorious. For a limited time, get a free upgrade to Home Internet Plus. Just $50 a month.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Ice cold Mike's, please.
Was this guy's day hard enough for a Mike's Hard Lemonade, Hank?
I don't know. Was it?
Hard days deserve a hard lemonade.
If it's always been a dream to go to Paris, why stay in a hotel on the touristy side of Paris? Get an Airbnb on the Paris-y side of Paris.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday.
These are all jobs for someone with autism. To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
Well, let's check out FanDuel's live same-game parlay. New FanDuel customers can get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today. Brendan Donovan will lead off in the second inning against Cortez. High fly ball, right field. Soto back, still back, on the track, and that ball's up the base of the wall. Donovan will stop at second with a double. Soto got a bad read off the bat, and froze, and then the ball ended up bouncing up the base of the wall.
Yeah, did not see it off the bat, and they actually came in on the baseball. Sometimes during the day, the contact point can get lost in a shirt or something. You see, he's kind of lost right there. And as he kept drifting back, didn't really know where the wall was. Aaron Judge there to keep Donovan at second base.
Here's Jordan Walker. Pitch outside, 1-0. Second hit for the Cardinals. Walker, a good rookie year. Bad April this year. And then sent down to the minors. He's been there for most of the season. Just came up. Punched out toward right field. It is a base hit. Just fair. It's off the sidewall. Donovan rounds third. He's coming home. The throw behind the runner at first. Not in time. It's an RBI single for Walker. And the Cardinals lead 1-0.
Well, again, opportunities. Juan Soto doesn't pick up a baseball, and now just a nubber off the end of the bat that looks like it just hit the right field line just inside. Juan Soto gets over there, holds him to first base, and actually try to throw behind him. Pretty good pitch. Not much you can do there if you're Nestor.
Here's Lars Nootbaar. Inside, 1-0. Well, yesterday the Cardinals beat the Yankees 6-5, and it was the first St. Louis win in the Bronx since October 12th of 1964. That's Game 5 of the World Series. Up the middle and through for a base hit for Nootbaar. Walker stops at second. Nootbaar hit that right on the screws.
Yeah, right back up the middle. Won't be shading up the middle, but the ball was hit too hard. Big love. Wow. Press the back of Nestor. And that always felt like that was the easiest pitch from a lefty. A ball high and away. Something you see a little bit better from the left side, and you can handle it up the middle.
Here's Victor Scott, the second. Yankees are expecting a bunt. They're in at the corners. Pitch is high. Anyway, Paul, I thought you'd like this. So, first win since October 12th of 1964 in the Bronx. Game 5. Bob Gibson got the win in that game. Kyle Gibson got the win yesterday. No relation.
Same kind of stuff, right?
Look at Rizzo going to third. That's what he brings to the party. He foiled the sacrifice bunt and got Walker going to third.
Yeah, you go all the way back to like Keith Hernandez kind of initiated this type of play where the first baseman just dares you, comes way in, cuts across, has time to get the force at third base, and a big play for Nestor to get that out, get the lead runner.
So first and second now with one out, top of the order. Here's Mason Wynn. That one goes past Nestor, past Gleyber Torres, but right there is Volpe.
Yeah, fortunate here. I mean, it looked like there was no play at second. The ball ricocheted off of Gleyber's glove, and Volpe standing there.
And one more coincidence about the wins. So Gibson and Gibson announcing Game 5. Part of the broadcast crew for Game 5 was Harry Carey. And announcing yesterday's game for the Cardinals, his grandson, Chip Carey.
Nice.
Well, they've got Nootbaar hung up. Nestor Cortez runs at him. And they will tag him out. Scott remains at first.
Well, some weird things going on out here, Michael. Kind of a cheat steal. Thankfully, Nestor was holding him a little bit longer, and he does the right thing. You know, get off the mound, run towards that front shoulder, make him go back, and then get the ball into an infielder's hand. That's the Jazz who can run.
Score 1-4-5. So now 2 outs. Very odd inning. Misplayed fly ball, little dunker inside the line, then a hard hit ball, then a bad sack bunt that didn't work, and caught stealing at second. You've seen it all here in the second inning.
It's that scorecard of yours looking, huh?
A little ratty. Wynn grounded sharply to Volpe in the first. Cardinals lead 1-0. You all packed for Texas to go with me for the series or what?
I'm going to take it off. I'm sorry.
Really?
I didn't let you know.
Oh.
Yeah, I called in sick.
I'm going to miss you.
We can only spend so much time together.
Yeah, you're right.
Just have too much fun, right?
1-2.
I do feel bad, though. I mean, here you're home at a bachelor. I go out. I didn't even invite you to dinner. I really feel bad.
One word comes to mind. Animal.
Animal.
Yeah.
I was wondering what that one word was going to be.
Well, that's the word for the broadcast. Well, you had a good time at dinner, right?
Of course I did.
Well, I sat there watching the Notre Dame game with a bag of kettle corn.
Oh, now I even feel worse.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Not because you didn't join us, but kettle corn was your dinner. That's not much to brag about. Michael, we're painting the picture here. You on the couch in your boxers with a bottle of
I didn't say boxers, but that's how you're imagining it. Meredith had a similar night. She no kettle corn, but she was just hanging out in the house at 8. Yeah.
I went to an early dinner, early bird special, and then I went back to my condo, sat on the couch.
Grounded to Glaber. Steps on the bag for the final out, and that'll do it. Cardinals get a run. Weird inning, that's all I'll say.
With the Freestyle Libre 3 system, know your glucose levels. No finger sticks needed. All with the world's smallest and thinnest sensor.
If you're sharing a hotel room with friends, you're also sharing a bathroom and a mirror, a tiny hairdryer, and an outlet and a tiny counter. Get an Airbnb and get more space.
Is that my bestie in a taxi? Fresh blowout, skin on town, she red. My best friend, she a real bad, got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor.
Chevy's got you. Current qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $199 a month. Or well-qualified buyers get 1.9% APR when you finance with GM Financial.
Well, it's time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Today's picture was submitted by Buck. Jazz Chisholm Jr. spoke with his sons Brett and Jake before a recent game made their day. They'll remember that forever. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride. Mention yes in pictures that you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. Here's Austin Wells. Last 30 games hitting .333. And in his 21 games out of the cleanup spot, Paul, hitting .349.
Yeah, he has really been swinging the bat well. And even that last at bat, I mean, he's going to get a lot of hitters on a 3-2 slider. I was talking about Helsley yesterday to end the game when you're looking for a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Very tough to adjust to that slider down and in.
Two and one. I watched this video game on TikTok. He can dance. He's got some moves. He really does.
You went back to look at it?
Yeah, broke it down. Goldschmidt fields. Michaelis takes the toss. One away. Well, that's going to bring up Stanton, and this might bring back bad memories for Miles Michaelis. He made his major league debut with the Padres on May 5th of 2012 against the Marlins. The first batter he faced was Giancarlo Stanton, and Stanton took him deep.
Welcome to the big leagues.
Mm-hmm. Upstairs, 1-0.
You know, I was talking to Stanton today, and I said, did you think you got that ball yesterday? He said, no, I didn't get it. It actually went a little farther than I thought. And then he gave me something I would, wow.
Bullet, see ya, 1-1. Whoa, in an eye blink. He knew he got that one.
Yeah, so much for my story there, Mike. Wow. That's 1-1 in a heartbeat. I mean, that was one of the harder line drives I've seen hit. Stands 24th of the year.
Michaels is thinking, well, that happened 12 years ago.
First at bat today. First at bat in the major leagues that he faced. Oh, back to what I was saying. And you saw the exit velocity here, and you can just hear it. Yeah. He said usually it takes about 110 miles an hour to get out dead center field. And I never even thought of that. And he said, I think I hit that one like 108, 109. It was just short.
Wow.
This one here was like 112. So, you know, no doubt. Boy, that is a quick, that's as quick as you see him get to the ball inside.
High fly ball right center. Who's going to get it? No one. Walker misplayed that, bounces into the seats for a double for Chisholm.
Hey, Michael, we've talked about the woes of Jordan Walker out in right field, and look at his reaction. Jazz thinks, wow, just missed it, going to fly out to the warning track. But Walker kind of let this ball play him, and just, you know, you don't get into a spot to make it an easy play.
And here he is after missing 62 games with a fractured right forearm. Anthony Rizzo back in the batter's box. The Yankees have really gotten very little production out of first base. So they welcome Rizzo back with open arms. DJ LeMahieu struggled after a great start. Ben Rice, who was sent down yesterday, he struggled. So even though Rizzo was not vintage Rizzo at the beginning of the season, they take those numbers right now.
And again, I think that, if Anthony Rizzo can step in and start playing every day and be somewhat, successful offensively, then all of a sudden you just look at Chance Chisholm. I mean, this is his athleticism. The Yankees don't have a lot of this until they brought him in. What a play. Speed could do. I mean, watch this. As you're leading off, he's got it in his mind. He's just checking out the middle infielder, takes off, errant throw, just stealing a run. Kind of the same play that he had in Chicago that he got hurt on, huh?
Yep, without the
head first slide.
Yeah. Ground ball to win. Well, certainly not sparkling defense so far for the Cardinals this inning.
He slid around, feet first this time, which, as a baseball player, if you can slide with your spikes up, it's always going to get the attention of the fielder.
He didn't even look like he was going to go from second. He had his back turned. Then he turned and faced the batter and saw that Michaelis wasn't really paying attention. He took off.
Yeah, you see his last reaction. He was looking at the middle infielder, Ed Wynn and Arenado, and all of a sudden it was a race to third base. And, if you're Herrera behind the plate and hitting a moving target, it can be tough. Now watch. He's checking out the middle infielders. I can beat you to the bag, which he did. And again, ball off the bag, and you just absolutely outrun the baseball. You don't see that kind of stuff in the major leagues. That's like a little league play, but that's what speed will do.
Volpe down on strikes. So they create one run, but they obliterate the first one. Just an absolute blur into the left field seats for Giancarlo Stanton. Yankees up 2-1.
This summer, experience the next frontier in footlong snacking. Introducing new $3 footlong dippers. Chicken and cheese, pepperoni and cheese, and double cheese. All with your choice of dipping sauce. The world might not be ready for them.
But at $3 a pop, your wallet definitely is. Find the dip that hits at Subway today.
All the parts you need at the prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your ride or die alive.
Are you ready for your first day of school?
Yes.
Actually, no.
Back to school. Back to school. Back to court.
Well, today, MLB, together with the New York Yankees and fans, join the fight against childhood cancer. We celebrate childhood cancer survivors and recognize all those undergoing treatment. To learn more, go to MLBtogether.com. You'll see both teams wearing the yellow ribbon on their jersey as well. Baker takes a ball as we start the third inning. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the Cardinals' order. So 2-0. Baker walked in the first inning. High fly ball left field. Verdugo makes the play. Some more info on Stanton's home run. It was 112.3 off the bat. That's only his 8th hardest hit home run of the season. It was the 426th career home run of his career, tying Cubs great Billy Williams for 52nd all-time. And his 159th home run with the Yankees, breaking a tie with Hank Bauer for 29th on the franchise home run list.
Hank Bauer. Did you ever see Hank Bauer not with Moose Skowron? Like when they would show up, they was like Mutt and Jeff, right?
Yep, they really enjoyed each other's company. Hank Bauer, I mean, it was great seeing those guys at Alzheimer's Day. 1-1 to Arenado, 2-1. Right at Volpe. Two-way.
We talked about Arenado's at bat before, where he's like kind of looking away, covering everything away. I think Nestor picked up on that, got in and cracked the bat. A looping line drive to Volpe.
Goldschmidt has a 7-game hitting streak. He's 13 for 26 during the streak. That's 500. 4 doubles, a home run, 6 ribbies. Much better hitter against left-handed pitching, 283. Righties, he hits 226. On Goldschmidt.
Yeah, it's a pretty smart pitch. On your point, Michael, I mean, he handles lefties well. You've got 2 outs. You know, you've got Herrera on deck. You don't really run a give in and give Goldschmidt something he can really drive.
He drives that one on a 3-0 pitch. They turned him loose, and he splits the outfielders, and it goes to the wall. So Goldschmidt gets a double with 2 outs.
Yeah, again, away. It looks like some of the veteran Cardinal hitters are really looking to drive the ball away, especially here in Yankee Stadium. 3-0 count to the release of the 4-seam fastball, and he's all over it.
Here's Ivan Herrera. Ty runs at second. Yankees lead 2-1. We're in the 3rd. Up the middle and backhanded there by Gleyber Torres. He saved a run for the final out of the inning. No runs to hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd.
High prices everywhere? Not here. Kohl's has lowered prices on thousands of items store-wide. Because we know a little savings goes a long way. Kohl's.
In 16 years, Greg Gerstner will land the perfect cannonball with friends he's already meeting now at AARP volunteer and community events to help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. The younger you are.
The first step to building wealth is being careful who you listen to when it comes to your finances. It's not a penthouse. I'm not even human.
When it comes to financial decisions, start with the nerds. Do you need assistance?
The Wild Robot is the greatest DreamWorks movie ever.
Did anyone order me?
It's not just the best animated movie of the year.
Do you need assistance?
It's one of the best movies, period.
I will protect you.
The Wild Robot. Rated PG. In theaters September 27th.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Discover Cashback Debit gives everyone money back on the stuff they buy. So I bought all these kids a bunch of candy. I know what I'm doing.
A debit card with cashback. Discover Cashback Debit.
Yankees baseball on Yes. This is brought to you in part by Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. By Buick, visit your local Tri-State Buick dealers. And by the New York Lottery. Get out there and play. Two pretty good relievers there.
Bruce Sutter, he was kind of the innovator of the split-finger fastball. If you remember him, he really was nasty. And I'm trying to figure out what Aaron Boone was having a conversation with here about what it was all about, because it went on for a while.
Yeah, it's second straight inning that he did that. Had a conversation with the ump. Verdugo will lead off. There's a strike.
Just got a memo over here, Michael, that was the first error on Michaelis since 2018. Got a little flustered and just heaved one over to third base on Jazz Chisholm. That's the thing about speed. It puts so much pressure on the defense and make things happen really quick.
Ground ball to second, Donovan. So a little power and speed for the Yankees in the second inning. The speed by Chisholm and the power by Giancarlo Stanton. Back to the top of the order in Gleyber Torres. You get the sense, Paul, on that last out that the ball caught Gleyber?
Oh, if you watch even in slow motion, the ball looked like it was hit hard. And, yeah, that's a stab and a good play, obviously. But the thing was, it saved a run. Mm-hmm. I mean, these are huge plays. Just a kind of a short hop. Put your glove and just hope it hits the pocket, which it does. And then an easy play to first.
1-2 on Torres, who grounded to third in the first. Gotten very dark here at the stadium. Lights have been on since the first pitch. But you look over the right field grandstand. It's very foreboding. On our Bigelow T weather report, we said there was a 40% chance of rain. So hope it holds off. It doesn't look good at right field.
Going to blow over, Mike. The hard stuff's not here yet.
All right. You golf through rain?
No, not a muttering.
Really?
No.
You just walk right off?
Well, I mean, yeah, if it starts raining, day's over. Too many nice days to play golf, to be playing in the rain,
Two-way. So that scene from Caddyshack would not be you.
No. Ball just upside and out of the strike zone. Gleyber underneath of it. And again, not a high strikeout pitcher. So usually you'll see swinging and misses outside the strike zone off of Michaelis.
There's a strike to Soto. He had a hard line drive that was misplayed by Walker in the first. Got himself a single. 1-1. Yankees come into the game with the fourth best record in Major League Baseball. The other three, the best records, are in the National League. The Dodgers, the Phillies, and Milwaukee. Yankees were over 500 in August, but just by 2 games. Mm-hmm. Certainly didn't take advantage. The Orioles blew another game last night to the Rockies. As Craig Kimbrell gave up 2 runs in the 8th. Soto makes the final out, and the Yankees go down in order. We'll go to the 4th.
As a successful CFO, I have one secret to help you build wealth. You need to be careful who you listen to when it comes to financial decisions. I'm not a CFO. And this is not a penthouse. It's a Nerd Wallet commercial. I'm not even human.
When it comes to your finances, listen to the nerds. We've researched and reviewed thousands of financial products to help you make smarter decisions.
Nerds.
Welcome to this year's championship game. This is the big one.
With Amex Gold, you can enjoy over $400 back in dining value annually. So you can raise the bar on game night. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
Mama.
I will protect you. I will protect all of you.
The Wild Robot is the best animated movie of the year.
You are ordered to return home.
We have to help her.
I am already home, and I am a wild robot.
The Wild Robot, rated PG, in theaters September 27th.
If boring had a workout, it would be the wall sit.
Well, follow Yes Network on TikTok for exclusive behind-the-scenes content, game highlights, and the latest Yankees news. Don't miss out. Join the ultimate sports community today. Paul, you lied. It's pouring here at the stadium.
The heavy stuff's not going to be here for a while. See, they haven't even uncovered the tarp yet.
It is really coming down hard. Donovan leads off. One and 0. Well, Danny Cunningham, obviously, he has the radar, and he's told the umpires that this is going to blow through. Because the way it's raining right now, they have to know it's going to stop shortly. Otherwise, they're going to wreck the infield. 2-0. Fans heading for cover. Getting under the overhangs. You can see some of the dirt on the pitcher's mound and around home plate getting a little shiny.
Lightening up as we speak, Michael. Don't jinx us, all right? Just call the game.
There's a strike, and it has lessened considerably since the start of the inning. Two on. 3-1. We're in the fourth inning. Yankees lead 2-1. Cardinals have out-hit the Yanks 5-3. 3-2.
Wow. The snow.
Looks like Andy Pettit in 96.
I remember that game well against the Royals, huh?
Serves it the other way, a base hit to left field for Donovan. So he has a double and now a single as he starts off the fourth inning with a hit.
You see Nestor's reaction. I mean, really? You could just steer this ball down the line. Donovan's had a couple of these balls in this series, just kind of feeling the ball and just kind of serving it to left.
So here's Jordan Walker. Dunked an RBI single right in the second, just inside the line. 1-0. Grounded foul. Now, we mentioned that the Yankees and all Major League teams got to expand their roster today by 2, 1 position player, 1 pitcher. The old days, you could expand it up to 40. It made for a very crowded charter plane and a very crowded clubhouse. And a different set of rules, really, for the most important games of the year. Many Yankee fans were surprised that the Yankees did not call up Jason Dominguez, who ironically enough made his Major League debut on this date last year. Hit a home run in his first at bat against Justin Verlander. And he's been hitting very, very well at AAA. Grounded sharply and past Volpe and into left field. We'll see how that scored, but first and second, nobody out for the Cardinals.
Now, this is the thing. When the field gets wet, the ball, kind of skips and stays down, and that ball actually skipped and then came up over his glove. They're going to give him a base hit on that.
And Matt Blake will come out and talk with Cortez and just talk more about Dominguez. A lot of Yankee fans just see it on social media were kind of startled that they didn't call up Dominguez. And I think the main reason, Boone said that they considered it. But I think when they call up Dominguez, they want to play every day. And this team is not ready to pull the plug on Alex Verdugo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, too many things are happening now where the team is starting to play better. Obviously, you would love to see his bat in the lineup, if he's hot. But, there's a lot of scouts down there watching him. Is he ready to take the field? And you're right, Michael, there's not a place for him to play every day right now.
And you know what? There is a good possibility that he is going to be called up sometime in the month. Just because they didn't do it today doesn't mean that they won't. They're going to try to make the mound a little bit more playable. Here's Aaron Boone talking about Jason Dominguez.
When he comes up here, you're going to want to play him every day. So he'll continue to remain in that conversation. I feel like he's, over the last couple of weeks, starting to play well, from coming back from the oblique injury. So, tough call right now, but, doesn't mean that doesn't change in a couple days, in a week, in 2 weeks, whatever it is. But important for him to continue to play right now.
Now, Meredith, he kept saying right now might change, so I think we're going to see him at some point, just not today.
And it's really recently that Dominguez has started to swing the bat a little bit better. Obviously, he was held up by an oblique injury getting back to AAA. But you look at his last 15 games, 23 for 60 with 6 extra base hits. So extremely encouraging for Jason Dominguez. You do get the feel that at some point in time, he is going to be up here. One guy that they did call up, Michael, was Duke Ellis. That had people surprised, wondering why they opted to go that direction. And Aaron Boone just said speed. He has a ton of speed. He's a guy that can pinch run later in games. I caught up with Ellis to introduce myself when he got to the clubhouse this morning, and I asked him if he was expecting the call-up or if he was surprised. He said he was actually back at the team hotel when Shelley Duncan called him and said, come back to the field. I joked with him and said, Paul, do you think you're in trouble? And he said, no, I didn't think I was in trouble. I thought I was getting DFA'd.
Oh, wow.
Here, Shelley Duncan tells him, no, you're going to join the Yankees. And he said he doesn't think Duncan's much of a hugger, but he gave him the biggest hug after he received that news. Then he immediately called his fiance. So kind of a cool story there, guys.
So obviously in these situations, a lot of fans don't really know Duke Ellis. Duke Ellis gives them a component off the bench of speed. And, the Yankees thinking pinch running. You can pinch run late for Stanton, for one of the catchers.
You see it a lot. You see it a lot recently with the pinch running.
And, they were working on stuff before the game. And I got to tell you what, I believe that Dominguez is going to be the everyday left fielder or center fielder on this team, maybe as soon as next year. But I don't think they want to have him come up and not play. And they, the Yankee left fielders, and it's been mostly Alex Verdugo, have not rated very well in the major leagues. You see 27th, 21st, 28th, 27th, and 20th. So they like Verdugo in the outfield. He's very, very popular in the clubhouse, good teammate. It's not that easy to pull the plug on somebody.
No, and you're talking about the most important games of the year right now. You're up a game and a half in the American League East. Is this the time to make a change? That you've got to hold both sides. Are you guaranteed that Dominguez is going to come up and make an effect on the offense. There's no guarantee to that. So, I'm sure it was a tough call. But, having speed on the bench, I think he's career 51 out of 55 stolen bases or something like that. I mean, that can really help.
And just to assuage some of the fears of some, you can still be on the postseason roster if you're called up after September 1st. You have to be on the 40-man roster as of September 1st in order to be put on any kind of postseason roster. So just because you're not up today, as long as you're on the 40 like Dominguez is, you could end up being on the postseason roster, as could Duke Ellis.
Well, this is an out that Nestor needs. I mean, numbers-wise, he's so good against lefties. And now you've got a 2-strike count. I know Newbar's been a tough out in this series, but this is a good matchup. And if you're Nestor, you really, really got to put him away.
2-2. Swing and a miss. He puts him away. Newbar down on strikes.
Yeah, you get to the count where Nestor's comfortable throwing that breaking ball just off the outside corner. You see the spin of that baseball, and all of a sudden, just a perfect pitch. Big strikeout.
So one away, and here's Victor Scott. He tried to sacrifice bunt in the second. Really nice play by Rizzo, charging and made the throw to third to get the force to foil the sacrifice. 1-0. First and second, one out. Yankees lead 2-1. We're in the top of the fourth inning. The rain has stopped at the stadium. Two and one. Donovan off second, Walker off first. 3-1. Cortez was not happy with that pitch.
Michael, it's like you reversed the tape on the fans. All of a sudden, you saw everybody heading for the bleachers, out of the rain. Now everybody heading back in to their seats.
3-1. 3-2. Strike three, got him looking.
Two big outs against two left-handers. Nestor might have got a little call off the outside corner here. Whatever it is, he made a pitch and got a good result.
And a strike to Mason Wynn. Wynn is 0 for 2 so far today.
When Nesters can really bear down here after the, getting man on first and second, no outs. Got an opportunity to get out of this inning and keep that one-run lead with a couple good pitches.
Fly ball down the left field line. On the run is Verdugo toward the line. He can't get there, and it bounces fair. 2 runs will score for the Cardinals. The ball gets loose toward the corner, and on second with a 2-run double is Mason Wynn, and the Cardinals lead 3-2.
I think he was playing over for him to pull. Just a long run, and an all-out dive. Well, everybody's going to score anyway, so you kind of wonder. He started to just made up his mind he was not going to get there and tried to keep it in front of him and just got that high hop off the dirt. 2-run score. Bad luck for Nestor. Made a pretty good pitch. Yeah, that's a tough play when you try to, short hop that and keep it in front of you, and then you get that high of a bounce. Been an odd game today. So
yeah,
Michael, weird plays going out on this field.
1-0 on Baker. He's 0 for 1 with a walk.
Baker was like the AAA monster against lefties, so this is another matchup that Nestor's got to be very careful. Over 1,000, 1.009 OPS in the minor leagues against left-handed pitchers, so he can do some damage.
The 1-1. 2-1 on Baker. Two. Long hole and the 2-2. Grounded foul, still 2-2. Well, the double that went over the head of Soto, the catch probability on that one was 99%. So that went to the first run. Then the catch probability for Verdugo out in left field, that was 55%. So that's what we're talking about when it's kind of been an odd game all around. Missed outside. Wins at second. 2 outs. And the payoff. Baker really battling.
Nestor's really stayed away in this at-bat. Has not really shown him the inside corner. And at 3-2, just trying to make a good pitch and get out of this inning. Arenado on deck, so a big hitter.
Baker's 27 years old, second big league season. High drive. Left field. Going back Verdugo. Track. Wall. See ya. A 2-run home run for Baker. And the Cardinals lead 5-2.
Every once in a while, I think that you kind of overthink things. He had gone away. Well, he tried to go away with another breaking ball and it ended up breaking over the middle of the plate. I'm talking about Baker being able to do damage against left-handed pitchers, and if you make a mistake 3-2, this is what can happen. Back door, and all of a sudden you see Wells, when that glove starts inching towards the middle of the plate, bad things are going to happen.
Foul ball at the bat of Arenado.
You really pitched to get out of this inning without any damage, and all of a sudden now you look up, you've given up a 4 spot, so a big inning for the Cardinals.
Baker had 32 home runs at AAA before being called up. He got called up on Tuesday. 1-1. Last year he was the International League MVP at AAA with 33 homers. Marinaccio just called up. He's getting ready out in the pen. One and two. Got to be a little frustrating for Cortez, not making excuses for him. But when it was raining, the ball gets by Volpe that was playable, but it skipped on Volpe. It's certainly not his fault. And then he got a fly ball that is caught 50% of the time, and this is the half of the time that it didn't get caught.
Yeah, and then it ended up being a big inning. So again, you look at what could have happened and what did happen. You look at the scoreboard, and that's what counts.
4 runs in already. It's 5-2 St. Louis. Hesitation there. That one's driven out into left field. Right there is Verdugo to make the play. But the damage has been done. 4 runs, 4 hits. After 3.5, it's 5-2 St. Louis. Runs, 4 hits. After 3.5, it's 5-2 St. Louis.
Unless you add mountain cold refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Standard torque. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 1.9% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models, or current eligible GMC owners get over $7,800 total value. We are professional grade GMC.
Don't mind me. I'm just the flu. I'm quite harmless, really. And when people ask, but aren't you linked to dangerous flu complications like pneumonia, heart attack, and hospitalizations? I just say, but I'm just the flu.
It's him.
Who? I'm just the flu.
Demand more from your flu shot. Sanofi higher dose flu vaccines are proven to provide better flu protection than standard dose flu shots in older adults. They've even been shown to better protect against flu-related complications.
Don't get Fluzone high dose if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, including egg products, or after previous dose of flu vaccine. Don't get Flu Block if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components. Tell your healthcare professional if you've had severe muscle weakness after a flu shot. Fainting has occurred. People with weakened immune systems may have a lower vaccine response.
All flu shots are not the same. Ask for a Sanofi higher dose flu vaccine. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about Fluzone high dose or Flu Block.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style 1-topping pizza for only $10.99. It's a mouth-watering, stretched thinner, made bigger, more for your money, extra large New York style 1-topping pizza for only $10.99. Better get you some Papa John's.
It's time for today's injury report. Brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Louis Heel today with Double-A Somerset, went 3 2/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. He threw 80 pitches. Clark Schmidt will make a rehab start tomorrow. Both could return to the rotation in Chicago. So we were trying to do the math, Paul. Aaron Boone kind of hinted that they both could start in Wrigley Field against the Cubs. He also said yesterday that they're not going with a 6-man rotation. So I'm not quite sure how the math works. Now, Warren obviously is sent down for that one spot, but to get them both in, you either have to take somebody out or go to a 6-man.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to have to be some decisions who your starters are and who's going to be, somebody that can really help you in the bullpen. And obviously that's going to be figured out as we play it out here in the last month.
Judge with a swing and a pop-up behind the plate and out of play. Nestor could not have been happy with that top of the 4th inning. If you think about it, the rain starts coming down, torrential downpour. He's pitching through that. The mound gets slippery. He's pitching through that. Some plays that you could argue should be made. He's pitching through that. He's not without blame. He gave up the home run to Baker, but he's probably thinking, I shouldn't have even had to face Baker.
Right, and that's what's going through his mind now. He's probably trying to keep himself in the game, and I think that Aaron Boone might pull the plug. He got Efros up in the bullpen.
2-2. Grounded to win. One down here in the fourth. Now these are the plays, Paul, that got Nestor in some trouble.
Yeah, Juan Soto just didn't pick up the baseball off the bat here, and until he got it late, it was too late. And then obviously a little dunker down the line, so they cash in a run there. And here Verdugo kind of caught in the middle whether he should dive or not, trying to keep the ball in front of him, and it bounced over his head. So, are they plays that are made most of the time? Yes. I mean, you're so accustomed to watching Verdugo make these plays in left field, you almost expect it.
One and one on Wells. Wells has caught all 3 games in this weekend set. One and two.
Well, we talk about Michael, this, not a strikeout pitcher, really pitches to contact, but, he's had a lot of swing and misses from the Yankees so far today.
Paul and his keys to the game kind of gave you a little bit of a portent of things to come. You're talking about Michaelis having the second worst ERA in baseball. The worst is Patrick Corbin, and he shut the Yankees down. And right now, through 3 1/3, Michaelis has allowed 2 runs and has a 5-2 lead. So stats will give you a hint of what might happen, but it doesn't dictate all the time what happens.
Yeah, on any given day, a major league pitcher can have their stuff. It's just, over the long haul, it kind of evens out. But the Yankees have an opportunity here, still in the game, obviously, down 3 runs in the 4th inning. But, you'd like to see them get back to the game quickly, because the end of the bullpen, as we saw yesterday for the Cardinals, is pretty strong.
Strike 3, Wells down looking. That's going to bring up Giancarlo Stanton. Last time up, he had his 24th home run of the year. We'll take a look at the exit velocity on that, presented by Spectrum. 112.3 off the bat, traveled 387 feet. Don't blink, you miss it going out.
That had a little draw on it, Michael, like a good drive. You know that?
And a strike to Stanton. Stanton just missed tying the game yesterday. It's about 8 inches from the top of the wall and just to the left of dead center. Turned into a 3-run double rather than a game-tying grand slam, but certainly made the game interesting in the 9th with that one swing off the bench. It's starting to rain hard again here at the stadium. And again, the fans head for cover. They've got the ponchos on. Trying to get under the overhangs as well.
Well, again, the tarp has not even been uncovered, and it does look bright on the right. So hopefully this is the last little shot of rain we're going to get today.
Well, here's the pinch hit double yesterday, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost a game-tying grand slam, but off the top of the wall.
And he strikes out, and Michaelis has retired 8 Yankees in a row. Might be Scott Efros coming in. Hopefully it's not the tarp.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Oh, now Mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home. Taking a class in your attic, that dead spot is gone. Stream ballet in your your man cave learn to paint on your lawn.
It's glorious.
For a limited time, get a free upgrade to Home Internet Plus. Just $50 a month.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Current qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $199 a month. Or well-qualified buyers get 1.9%.
Is it possible to be more capable and more practical? Be able to perform here and here. Make a statement while barely making a sound.
You are gonna super love bourbon barbecue, 13-hour smoked brisket, brown sugar bacon, juicy chicken.
That is wonderful.
You know what to do.
Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. Guys, I don't know if you saw the giveaway today. Aaron Judge collaborated with Tall Order Socks and the Yankees for today's giveaway. And you see the Yankees giving a check on behalf of Tall Order Socks and Aaron Judge to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Those are the socks right there. The socks are cool, but the story behind the company is even better. It was launched in 2017 by Dan and Mike Friedman, whose father Andrew perished in the World Trade Center attacks on 9/11. Along with their mother Lisa, they bought supplies and socks to first responders at Ground Zero and vowed to give back someday. That's how Tall Order was created, and they give a portion of sales to health and human service organizations, to select nonprofits throughout the year to make good on that promise. Pretty cool stuff, guys.
Very, very cool. So good for that family and Aaron Judge to be a part of it as well. Scott Effross has been a long road back, his first major league game since October 3rd of 2022. This is what he's done in the minors this year. Tommy John surgery, back issues as well. And it's a long road back. He almost missed 2 full years.
Yeah, it's, and they brought him over in a trade. He pitched well, and all of a sudden, got the injury bug. But, that Tommy John is a long process for any pitcher.
And the back issues made it even longer because you thought he'd be ready by the beginning of this year. It didn't work out that way because of the back issues. But when the Yankees did get him, he pitched very, very well. In 13 games, 2.13. Opponents at 196 against him. So his fastball is about back to where it was. His breaking ball is about back to where it was. So the Yankees feel, okay, let him be one of the call-ups.
Yeah, he's a good setup, because he's a good guy to have against right-handers because of his sidearm delivery. Got a good breaking ball if he can get ahead in the count against righties.
Tim Meza getting ready for the Yanks. Lefties at the bottom of the order, so that's when Meza will come into play. Base hit right field for Goldschmidt. He's 2 for 3.
Well, you got to wonder on the scouting reports because Goldschmidt and Arenado are just wearing the outside pitch out, and they continue to go away. And these guys look like they're just peppering the ball to right field all day.
Grounded foul. Once again, the rain is tailed off. Grounds crew between innings put something in the drying agent on the infield. It's got to be a little slick, though. It's absorbed a lot of rain. One thing you see, Paul, is they put the drying agent on where the runners would be, not necessarily where the fielders are, so they could slip if they're going after a ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the infield, it looks wet. It's pretty hard, and probably at this point plays pretty well. But, you said slick. Every time I hear that now, I remember you interviewing Joe Namath. Didn't he call himself slick? That was hilarious.
And then you see Volpe just slipped there, but he still turned the double play 6-4-3. His feet gave out from under him when he made the toss to Gleyber Torres.
Yeah, you have a lot of concentration here. Kind of slid into it, but then again, a nice double play. Big double play for Efros. Obviously coming back, leadoff single, and then you get a double play. Well, at least you can get your feet under you to try to get through this inning.
There's Donovan. One and oh. Yankees trailing 5-2. We're in the top of the fifth inning.
Michael, you need a little more pine tar on that bat. You see that? It's like a little dab. It needs to be longer. Remember the old George Brett and all those guys with the long part of the bat with the pine tar?
It got George Brett in trouble.
Yeah.
Donovan now 3 for 3 in this game after that single.
Yeah, that's just not enough, Michael. You got to bring it down towards the handle, and if you do that, then it makes the barrel look bigger. And as a hitter, you feel a little better about your bat.
So it's just about the optics, you're saying?
Yeah, it helps.
Wow. There's Jordan Walker, top of the fifth inning. That's the 11th hit for St. Louis.
Yeah, and out of those 11, some of them have been hit hard. Some of them have been dunked. But, 11 hits on the top of the fifth. That's not good.
Driven into left center field. On the run is Judge. And he's going to watch that one go into the bullpen for a 2-run home run. And the Cardinals lead 7-2.
Michael, we said some have hit hard. Some of them, this is one of them, 422 feet. Walker, I mean, he got to the major leagues because he has power and can swing the bat. And Aaron Boone is going to go out and rescue Efros. Hanging slider went a long way.
Well, Efros, a long road back to the big leagues and a rough beginning as he gives up 3 hits, including a 2-run home run to Walker. So Boone will take the ball from Efros. He's going to signal for Tim Meza as Lars Nootbaar comes up. And Efros's day is done. Yankees trailing by 5 here in the 5th inning.
It's a big match for the National Women's Soccer League, and only the best will win.
Just Godzilla bankroll, Stones and Chili on. Yo, I ain't got it all. That means I'm barely home. Trailblazer, stay ballin' with vengeance. My arts is crafty dogs. Why I stuck a Laffy Taffy wondering. Get past me. I've been doing this before. Now it's dropping nasty.
People are good. For laughs, for snorts, for cries, and goodbyes. People are good for doing nothing or getting up to something. People are good. For you, Jim Beam. Best enjoyed together.
It's glorious.
For a limited time, get a free upgrade to Home Internet Plus. Just $50 a month.
From knead the dough to knead it now. So many ways to save. Life ready, wallet happy. That's 365 by Whole Foods Market.
Someone needs to customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Wait, there's an elevator?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. And by Ford, the official SUV of the Yankees. So an inauspicious return for Scott Efros. Gives up 3 hits, including the 2-run home run. And now the Yankees turn it over to Tim Meza. With 2 outs and nobody on here in the 5th. Yankees down by 5. You see the numbers there from Mesa. This is his 43rd game. So the damage for the Cardinals has been done by the 6th and 7th batters. Donovan and Walker combined are 6 for 6.
Yeah, it's like I said, Michael, it's been a strange day so far.
So Mesa against Nootbaar. That one is chopped back to the lefty. Over to Rizzo, and that'll do it. One pitch, and he gets the job done. 2 runs, 3 hits, and nobody left on base. We're halfway through. Cardinals 7-2. Runs, 3 hits, and nobody left on base. We're halfway through. Cardinals 7-2.
Only KFC has nuggets worthy of the sauce. Try one of 5 signature flavors, drizzled, drenched, and dripping on original recipe chicken nugget.
Mimi, how's business?
Good. Are you up to speed with the new beneficial ownership reporting requirements?
Sort of. What's it about?
It's a new initiative to help fight crimes like money laundering, fraud, and drug trafficking. A lot of small businesses like ours just have to report some basic info to the federal government about the real people behind them.
Does that include my cafe?
There are some exemptions for certain companies, but don't worry. There's lots of guidance on the government's website about who needs to file. Check out fincen.gov/BOI. Filing is easy and free. It took me less than 20 minutes.
Looks like I do have to file. Thanks, Jamie. It's great having a supportive business community.
Reporting beneficial ownership information helps protect U.S. national security. Filing is quick, secure, and free. And it's the law. Learn more at fincen.gov/BOI.
My dad, he's a double amputee, and he's one of my favorite people in the world. To me, a hero is someone who fights for our country and freedom. My dad is a hero. Onshore troops built this house, and my dad can get through the white.
Donate specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post-9/11 veterans and enables them to rebuild their lives. Join our mission at hfotusa.org.
It's time to name that Yankee. Brought to you by Prevagen, the #1 pharmacist recommended memory support brand. Good batting average, 312, 359 home runs, 959 OPS. This is a 9. You see the numbers. I think I have it.
Well, they got some big numbers there, but we got to go way back into the 40s and 50s, huh?
Did it again.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Personality just changed. You know that?
Now, Troy's telling me the Yankee logo is different. What's different about that top? Oh, there's blue on the bottom of the, oh yeah, blue on the bottom of the Top Hat logo.
Wow, I mean, you got to notice everything. It's like, here's Waldo. Here.
Yep.
I mean, there's little clues in there and little things that we should notice, right?
You know, I mentioned this guy a couple of broadcasts ago. Wow, well, how does his brother feel after that sign? But this guy, this Yankee that we're talking about, one of the most underrated trades the Yankees ever made. Played for the Yankees 5 years. They won 5 World Series in those 5 years. All right, so the Yankees have a little bit of a hill to climb. They're down 7-2, bottom of the 5th. Chisholm, Rizzo, and Volpe.
I got it, Michael.
You do?
Yeah, because it was in the notes a couple days ago.
Yes.
See?
I love when you read and comprehend. I love it.
I got about a two-day comprehension. I'm glad it was very recent.
Now, from up here, Paul, I like that bat. Look at Chisholm's bat. That's a good looking.
Yeah, it's got a different color to it.
Yeah.
You know, it looks dark down the handle, so it makes the barrel look better to you.
And it's kind of a nice fade in, too.
Yeah. Now I'm glad you're starting to notice true art in a bat. I like it.
That's right.
Michael, look over the left field wall. What do you see?
I see some blue skies.
See that?
You called it. 2-2. Still 2-2. Chisholm doubled to right center in the second, stole third, and scored on an E1. 3-2 on Jazz. Now, the Yankees want to hold off the Orioles in the East. They're going to have a good September. Today is September 1st. In 2022, they were 20-11 in September. Last year, they were 17-11.
I think either of those will do it, don't they?
Yeah, that might do it. Ground ball, base hit for Chisholm.
See what a good-looking bat will do for you, Michael? Finds a hole on the right side. Jazz Chisholm has hit a lot of balls hard, pulled a lot of balls hard this series. A couple of them caught, but a lot of them have hit the outfield grass. Found that hole on the right side.
Well, there's the AL East standings. Yankees up by 2 in the loss column. The Orioles lost last night to the Rockies. Now, after today's game against the Rockies, the Orioles then play 3 games against the White Sox. So they're just underway in Colorado. 0-0. Here's Rizzo. And a strike from Michaelis.
You know, when you start scoreboard watching, and certainly players do, it's much more fun to look at the scoreboard after you've thrown up a win. Because, you know, you hate to depend on other teams to try to beat somebody for you to, you know, stay where you want in the race.
Serve to left field. That's a base hit. That'll go into the corner for Rizzo. Jazz Chisholm rounds third. He's coming home. There's no throw. It's an RBI double for Rizzo. His first game back. And it's 7-3 Cards.
Boy, I noticed 2 things, Michael. Again, Anthony Rizzo stays back and just rifles one down the left side. But Jazz Chisholm can fly. I mean, I picked him up thinking, wow. But once he gets going, I mean, it looks fun when you can run this fast. Easily scores on a double, not even a play at the plate.
Rizzo's been out since the beginning of June, missed 62 games with a fractured right forearm, and contributes immediately in the second at bat. Laces a double to left field and picks up a ribby.
Jokingly, I saw him in the cage today. I said, hey, yeah, I'm a September call-up. And you know what? He meant it in a good, you know, in a good sense. He was glad to be back. Man, it's been a long time to see him back. And if he can come back and just give them some kind of offensive boost and stability at first base, it's going to be a great thing for the Yankees here in September.
Ribby for Anthony Rizzo. Right off the end of the bat. 2-2.
When you look back at Rizzo's injury as he's humbled, you get banged up, but you never in your wildest dreams thought you would fracture an arm. Huh? It's like, wow. Came out of nowhere.
2-2. Struck out in the second, and his last 11 games hitting .342, 13 for 38, 4 doubles and 5 ribbies as the Cardinals get their bullpen ready. 7-3. Yankees trail. Steven Matz up for the Cards. That one is right back to Michaelis. He could have had Rizzo, decided to hit the out, and he doesn't get the out as it's mishandled by Goldschmidt. Boy, we have seen some strange baseball here in the Bronx today.
I like that, by strange. A little John Sterling in that word. Well, I tell you what, we really have. And all of a sudden, you know, if you're the Yankees, you've got to take these extra outs and score some runs. Michael, you're right. Anthony Rizzo had actually stopped in the base path knowing he was a dead duck. And then Goldschmidt, I mean, he's been over there for years. Sometimes you just don't see the ball into your glove. Look. Oh, boy, that's a good thing for the base runner when you see him go to first.
When you have him dead to right, the lead runner. Yeah, it is on you.
He was telling you, Michael.
Yeah, you know, it just confirmed what I thought.
He's helping you with the broadcast. It's very nice of him.
That has to be an E3 because the throw was right in the glove. They gave the error to Michaelis. Wow. So first and third, nobody out. Paul, help me out. How's that an error on the pitch?
I'm just trying to figure it out. You talk about we've seen strange things. The day hasn't ended.
Now up on the board, it says error first base.
We're all mixed up now.
I'm writing E3 because there's no way the error was not getting you out of third.
That was a mental error. We're giving the mental error for not getting Rizzo.
All right, so the mental error is E1. The physical error is E3. And they just changed it to E3.
They do those things just so you can fix your scorecard, right? To keep you in the game.
It was easy to turn the E1 into a 3, though.
Yeah.
Steven Matz heating up, ready. Oh, now it's King they got up, not Matz. So the Yankees get right back in this. They're down by 4. First and third, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Two and one on Verdugo. He rips that one to right field. It's a base hit. Rizzo will score. Volpe goes to second. An RBI single for Verdugo. And the Cardinals now lead the Yankees 7-4.
Well, good swing for Verdugo. Good things happening for the Yankees, but you can't stop now. I mean, you've got a rally going here. Glaber turning the order over right here. Good cutter under his hands, and Verdugo gets to it. As he stays on top of the ball. A little bit better here. A little shorter swing. A lot of good things happening so far this inning for the Yankees.
Trip to the mound. Dusty Blake. Conversation is done. Michaelis still does not have an out. It's first and second, and the top of the Yankee order coming up. Here's Glaber Torres, 0 for 2 so far against Michaelis. $12 hits for the Cards, 6 for the Yanks. One and 0. You know what Michaelis' nickname is, Paul?
Nope.
The Lizard King. You know why?
Doors album or something.
2011, he's in the Arizona Fall League. He lost a bet, and he ate a lizard.
I think that was Jim Morrison's name for the Doors or something.
Really?
Yeah.
2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. Crowd didn't like that call. I don't think Glaber loved it either. Looked like it was a strike. Ground ball through for a base hit. Volpe rounds third. He's coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single for Torres. Yankees now down by 2.
Well, again, a good at bat, getting back to 2 strikes, and then just covering the ball away. Again, some really good at-bats by the Yankees. And again, look at this, Michael. Why are you throwing to third base here? Hit the oh, man. Some weird things happening on the baseball field today. The good news is, stay back on a slider and hammered it to left field.
Well, with Soto coming up, they bring in John King. First and second, still nobody out. 3 runs in. Yankees down by 2.
Oh, sorry, but
you.
We all bring something different to the table. Ben's Original. We're all original recipes.
If you're sharing a hotel room with friends, you're also sharing a bathroom and a mirror, a tiny hairdryer, and an outlet and a tiny counter. Get an Airbnb and get more space.
My best friend, she a real bad, got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor.
To see hundreds of miles of tracks, clearing the way so you arrive exactly where you belong.
I'm Patriotic Kenny.
And hi, I'm Amanda on TikTok.
My scooter broke down. I went into a depression.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty sad.
And I posted it to show that Kenny's not always happy. Within 24 hours, people had donated over $5,000.
Oh, you're kidding.
We set up the Patriotic Kenny Foundation to give mobility scooters to veterans.
It has changed my life tremendously.
None of this would have happened without TikTok.
The New York Yankee Foundation's 50-50 raffle is now open. During every home game in Yankee Stadium, one lucky fan wins half the pot, and the other half is donated to the New York Yankees Foundation. Buy your tickets now at Yankees.com/50-50. So John King, who pitched 1 2/3 scoreless innings on Friday, he comes on to face Juan Soto. This is his 49th appearance. Gets a lot of ground balls. That's what they need right here. First and second, nobody out. 1-0.
Well, this is what you want. I mean, an extended rally to get back into this game. And now with Glaber getting the big hit, now you've got Soto and Judge with men on base.
Good pitch by King, 1-1. Soto singled to right, then grounded to first. So 1 for 2, hitting .293. A career-high 37 home runs. The 1-1. Hit shortly. This should be 2. There's 1. And there's 2. So King got just what he needed as Verdugo moves to third.
Well, sometimes you just can't aim it. He's right on this pitch, and he hammers it, but he hits it on the ground. Ends up being an easy double play. When you pull this ball, the right side's open. It's just right at him.
Well, you got a lefty on deck. You've got Judge at the plate with 2 outs. He's going to pitch to him. Runner at third base. 1-0.
You know, they have not, really given him much to hit. Like I said, it's been in and out, in and out. And, you're not going to give in this plate appearance. But if you can get him fishing off the plate away, he's giving King a chance to see if he can get a cheap out from the American League's best hitter.
Now they're going to intentionally walk him now. See if he chased in the first 2. He does not. 18th intentional walk this year of Aaron Judge. Well, they did it in the 9th inning yesterday. Brought up Austin Wells, who struck out against Ryan Helsley. Now Wells comes up first and third, 2 outs in the 5th. 7-5 Cards. We told you the Yankee record in the season is 23 intentional walks. Mickey Mantle, that was in 1957, so Judge had 18 on September 1st. And a strike to Austin Wells. quickly 0-2.
Yeah, you see King's delivery, kind of that side arm, which is really tough, especially when he hung a slider the first pitch. But if you're not used to a guy, you got to figure him out before. So he's kind of spotted in 2 strikes here, and now he's going to really have to battle. Left side of the infield open. If you can kind of try to push one over there.
Verdugo on third. Judge is at first, held there by Goldschmidt. Right back to King. And that'll do it. So King comes in and does a great job. But the Yankees get 3 back. Anthony Rizzo comes back and gets an RBI double. Then some shoddy fielding by the Cardinals. And then a big base hit for Alex Verdugo and Gleyber Torres.
Ice cold Mike's, please.
Was this guy's day hard enough for a Mike's Hard Lemonade, Hank?
I don't know. Was it?
Hard days deserve a hard lemonade.
If you're sharing a hotel room with friends, you're also sharing a bathroom and a mirror, a tiny hairdryer, and an outlet and a tiny counter. Get an Airbnb and get more space.
My best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor.
High prices everywhere? Not here. Kohl's has lowered prices on thousands of items store-wide. Because we know a little savings goes a long way. Kohl's. From meat-free Monday to sizzle pan Sunday. So many ways to save. Life ready, wallet happy. That's 365 by Whole Foods Market.
And command the road, as well as what lies ahead. How we get there matters. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Everybody, Bob Lorenz with your Audi update. Kyle Manzardo is the Guardians' #3 prospect, and he's having a good day. His first career homer, bottom of the 4th today against the Pirates. And then in the 6th, another one to almost the same spot. So a couple homers on the day for Manzardo. Guardians lead the game. They currently lead the Central by 2.5 games. Guys?
Thank you, Bob. Montefiore Einstein, scoreboard 7-5 Cardinals as we go to the 6th. Scott leads off against Tim Meza. Takes the ball 1-0. It'll be 9-1-2 in the Cardinals' order. Scott, Wynn, and Baker. And a strike. Grounded to first. Rizzo is there. Takes it himself. 1 down. Time for the 5th inning recap, brought to you by Audi and the 2024 Audi Q5. Visit your local Tri-State Audi dealer today. Michaelis went 4. Had an opportunity to get a win, but he could not get the requisite outs. 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned. Didn't walk a batter. Nestor Cortez went 4. A little bit hard luck there as well. 9 hits, 5 runs.
You always want to replay and kind of second guess, obviously. And you just wonder, with that 4 innings of Nestor. And you said it was kind of unlucky. Sure, he gave up the long home run, but it looked like he was trying to keep himself in the game when he was talking to Aaron Boone. So, does he go out and give you a good 5th and then you go to the bullpen? But, hindsight's 2020, obviously.
One and one on Wynn. Had a big 2-run double in the 4th. Three and one from Meza. Pitching-wise, Yankees called up Efros, who we saw, and he struggled. Gave up 3 hits in 2/3 of an inning. And they also called up Ron Marinaccio. 3 and 2 on Mason. Win 1 for 3. That double was the fly ball right down the left field line that Verdugo did not make a play on. 55% catch probability. So not a gimme, but certainly one that he would tell you he should make.
Yeah, and you know, the reason it's pointed out so much, obviously, is because it ended up with runs being scored, and that's where the big plays can really pick up a pitcher.
Fly ball into left center. On the run is Judge. He's there to make the play. Covered a lot of ground in a hurry. Route number 2. There's the bullpen budget. So Hill and Meza pitched yesterday. You're not going to see Mark Leiter today, who threw 33 pitches. Luke Weaver certainly available. Everybody else is as well. So Jake Cousins is going to get the call now. Lucan Baker is due up. He probably will not stay in against the righty. We've got Carpenter, Burleson, Oceani. Let's see if they counter with them, but it looks like Baker is getting the scatter report.
High prices everywhere? Not here. Kohl's has lowered prices on thousands of items store-wide. Because we know a little savings goes a long way. Kohl's.
Top Safety Pick Plus Telluride. Each one recommended by Consumer Reports. This summer, visit your local Kia dealer. Get 0.9% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of select new 2024 Sportage and 2024 Sorrento models.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times, but mostly times were just okay. And you know who said that? Susan B. Anthony.
Charles Dickens.
Susie.
We're not teachers. We're connectivity experts. If millions of communities rely on us for fiber, internet, and mobile, you can too. Optimum, where local is big time.
Whoa, is this your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. Yesterday, I was at the Nissan end of summer sales event taking a test drive, and Laura says, "We've got somewhere to be." And off we went. We're having a blast. And she tells me it's recommended by Consumer Reports.
These Rogues are going fast.
I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Get a low $269 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $2,500 total savings on remaining select 2024 Rogue Platinum trims.
Time to name that Yankee, brought to you by Prevagen. What a career. 5 championships with the Yankees after coming over from the Giants. The trip wasn't long. It's the big cat.
Johnny Mize. He likes his bat, see that?
Missed 3 years to WAR. He would have had 400 home runs. Just an unbelievable trade for the Yankees back then. So Jake Cousins comes on. He's going to face Lucan Baker. They keep him in. Pitch outside. 1-0. Baker had that big 2-run home run against Nestor Cortez in the 4th inning. Cousins has pitched so well. This is his 30th game. That slider misses. 2-0. We're in the 6th inning. 7-5 St. Louis. That one just clipped the outside corner. Grounded shortly and backhanded there by Volpe. Gets to his feet, fires. Wow, nice play by the Yankee shortstop. To end the inning, took a base hit away from Lucan Baker. A backhand, slides into it, gets up, and fires a strike to Rizzo to get him by plenty.
Listen, I spotted it from the start. Breaking didn't even have a name yet. Bunch of kids from the South Bronx who didn't just knock on the door, they kicked it down. And today, it's your time. It's all about spotting it early. And if you do, no victory is out of reach.
As a successful CFO, I have one secret to help you build wealth. You need to be careful who you listen to when it comes to financial decisions. I'm not a CFO. And this is not a penthouse. It's a Nerd Wallet commercial. I'm not even human.
When it comes to your finances, listen to the nerds. We've researched and reviewed thousands of financial products to help you make smarter decisions.
Nerds. A hard lemonade.
Football season already and not a satellite dish in sight.
I hardly recognize the roofs I grew up on.
Enough squawking.
Oh, great.
Coach Brian. Y'all are whining while everyone else is watching nonstop football on Direct TV. Tell me, whose house is this?
Their house?
I think they're renting.
Listen. I know they get easy access to all this football, but you know what you got?
What, Coach?
A crumb bum attitude.
Stream football without a satellite dish.
Now drop and give me 20.
20 what?
You want to win the division.
This is the battle of the American League East.
We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Cardinals lead the Yankees 7-5 on the Montefiore Einstein scoreboard. Giancarlo Stanton leads off against John King. King came in and did a great job getting out of the fifth inning. Got a double play ground ball by Soto. Potentially walked Judge, and they got Wells to tap back to the mound. King's 29 years old. Grew up an Astro fan. He's from Texas, and he loved Andy Pettitte.
If you're from Texas and you're a lefty, I mean, Andy Pettitte's your guy, right?
You would think. You're from Columbus, and Andy Pettitte was your guy.
That's right. He was a good drive into the ballpark. Very, very calm demeanor.
I guess opposites attract.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And Stanton works a walk. Hey, tomorrow night, cap off your Labor Day holiday with Yankees baseball as the Yankees head to Texas to begin a three-game set with the Texas Rangers, the defending World Series champs. Pre-game coverage starts at 7:30 with first pick scheduled for shortly after 8 on Yes and the Yes app. Here is Jazz Chisholm Jr., 2 for 2 today. Came into the game hitting .314 as a Yankee, 9 home runs, 14 ribbies, so that batting average has gone up with his double, single, and 2 runs scored. Also a stolen base. On Jazz. We saw Riley O'Brien, Friday's game. Two and one. Trying to do a much nicer day. A lot of blue skies above. 2-1. Grounded to second. A bobble. There's one. That's all they'll get. That'll bring up Rizzo and brings us to the Audi electric moment. Experience a fully electric Audi vehicle at your local Tri-State Audi dealer today.
You always knew about Anthony Rizzo and his defense. A great play earlier in the game, and then his first hit back. A double down the line. Ended up extending a rally there.
So Rizzo 1 for 2 in his return. Runner goes. Throw to second and hits the pitcher. Oh, we've seen it all. A stolen base for Chisholm.
Yeah, this is just a smart run. I mean, he really didn't look him back. And all of a sudden, it just stole the base easily. Wow. I had that happen to me once in Little League. Got drilled by the catcher. I'd actually hit him in the glove.
Well, we told you yesterday, Herrera catches 60% of base, 6% of base stealers. So Yankees are just looking for the opportunity. This is very odd.
This picture is not, this game has not been a portrait, has it?
No, this is not going to be on the Tom Amansky video. Chisholm has been as advertised. Since the Yankees picked him up, he has really done a very good job. One and one. Now the field is bathed in sunlight, so you would think that the outfielders have to get sunglasses on. Could be an issue on a fly ball.
Yeah, we've always talked about left field being the sun field, left and left center. So definitely has changed from earlier in the game when we had downpours.
Yankees trying to get back. They're down by 2. Runner at second, 1 out. And there is a base hit to right field. Jazz held up, so he'll stop at third. Second hit for Rizzo. And first and third for the Yankees with 1 out.
Well, the Yankees are battling, and it's good to see Anthony Rizzo battle, too. Out in front a little bit, but stays through it enough to just serve it into right field. Jazz had to really read this ball to see if there was a play out in right field from Walker. Made the right play. I mean, this ball, you really cannot anticipate if it's going to drop or not off the bat. Still, Yankees in a good position. Pick up another run here.
Well, that base hit by Rizzo knocks out King. Ali Marmol will go to the bullpen. Anthony Volpe comes up. Runners on first and third. 1 man out. Yankees down by 2.
Pizza Hut just changed the combo game with the new My Hut Box. Starting at $6.99, it's the ultimate solo meal. Get a personal pan pizza or melts and your favorite side. Combo like you've never comboed before. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hi, Mel. Is now good for a quick catch-up on your plan?
Yes, now's great.
Has anything changed since we last spoke?
You know what? Yes, I'm thinking more long-term.
Great. We'll make that change to your plan and adjust as needed.
This helps a lot.
Bye, Mel.
Bye.
Make sense of your money with Citizens. Is it possible to be more capable and more practical? Be able to perform here and here. Make a statement while barely making a sound. And command the road, as well as what lies ahead. How we get there matters. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Well, come out to Yankee Stadium Friday, September 13th as the Yankees push for the playoffs. The Yankees take on the Red Sox in an important division game. And the first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Yankees jersey hoodie, courtesy of Star. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com.
We've already talked about that, Michael. We're big fans of that hoodie.
It's a nice-looking giveaway. Riley O'Brien on to face Volpe. Pitch is inside 1-0. Fourth game. Finished Friday's game for the Cardinals. Struck out Soto, Judge, and Stanton. But he gave up a 2-run home run to Wells. 2-0. Chisholm at third, Rizzo first, held by Goldschmidt. Time called. That one was called by Herrera. Looks like there's an equipment malfunction.
You know, I was still thinking about that called third strike against Cabrera yesterday, and I guess in the interview after the game, he took total, he said it was my fault. You know, he wasn't complaining about it. It's just the way the rules are written.
up the middle and past Wynn and into left field. Chisholm will score. The Yankees have cut it to 1. It's 7-6 St. Louis.
Michael, you know what? Don't rush your calls today because there's some weird things happening here. This ball hit. I mean, you're talking about one of the better defensive players in the National League, and Wynn looked like it hit the corner of the grass and popped up and actually went behind him. He's not able to glove it. Another huge break for the Yankees because it would have been an easily double play.
Well, they give Volpe a hit. 52nd ribby. Here's Verdugo. And a strike from O'Brien.
Well, the Yankees will just keep clawing back here. And you always feel like if you're behind in a big number, which they were, if you can tie the game up at some point, you're going to win the game. And you know what? They got an opportunity right now.
There's a base hit for Verdugo. They're going to hold Rizzo at third. The throw comes all the way home. A base hit for Verdugo, his second of the game. And the bases are loaded with 1 out for Gleyber Torres.
Well, now you're not only looking to tie the game, you're looking to go ahead here. And again, another quality at bat from Verdugo back-to-back. Another hard hit ball to the right side. One thing that Walker does do, he throws pretty well. Rojas took no chances at third base. Pass the baton to Gleyber and hoping for another big hit.
And here's the pitching coach, Dusty Blake. So the Yankees were down 7-2 going to the bottom of the 5th inning. They scored 3 in the 5th. They've scored 1 this inning, threatening for more with the bases loaded and 1 out. Both teams have combined for 22 hits and 13 runs. Yankees looking to make the comeback complete and take a lead here in the 6th inning. So the home plate umpire, Adam Beck, breaks up the conference on the mound. Rizzo's at third, Volpe at second, Verdugo at first. Pitch outside, so the Cardinals are double play depth. They want that ground ball to get out of the inning. O'Brien deals. 2-0, there's no place to put Gleyber, and remember, you've got Soto on deck. Fly ball, right center. And a nice play by Scott. But that's going to tie the game. Scoring easily is Rizzo. A long sac fly by Torres. And the Yankees have come all the way back to tie it at 7.
Well, good at bat by Torres, taking a couple tough pitches and then just hammering this ball off the bat, Michael. I thought this was a big double off the wall. Center fielder Victor Scott II ran it down. And again, I always feel like you come back all the way back to tie it up. You should win the game. Good big play. A big play for the Cardinals out there in right center.
Torres' second ribby of the day. He has 52 on the year. Could have been so much more than a sac fly, but a nice play by Scott. And that sac fly knocks O'Brien out. With Soto coming up, Marmol is going to the left-hander.
Discover the Genesis Signature event. For a limited time, lease the G70 for $299 per month. Exclusively at your tri-state Genesis retailers.
Your memory is an amazing thing, but sometimes it can start to slow down. But did you know Prevagen can help keep your memory sharp? The secret is the powerful ingredient apoaquarin, originally discovered in jellyfish and found only in Prevagen. In a clinical study, Prevagen was shown to improve memory in subgroups of individuals who are cognitively normal or mildly impaired. Stay sharp and improve your memory with Prevagen. Prevagen, in stores everywhere without a prescription.
Hurry in to the Acura Summer of Performance event going on now.
Well, this copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Jojo Romero. Good numbers. 2.73 ERA, has to deal with Juan Soto. First and third, 2 outs, game tied at 7. Swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left and deep. Going back, Nootbaar. He's on the track, and he makes the leap to make the play right in front of the wall for the final out. So 1 pitch, and Romero gets Soto to fly out deep to left field. But the Yankees do tie the score. We go to the 7th, tied at 7.
I love it when people say that something's impossible. I see that as a challenge.
Whoa, is this your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. Yesterday, I was at the Nissan end of summer sales event taking a test drive, and Laura says,
"We've got somewhere to be."
And off we went. We're having a blast. And she tells me it's recommended by Consumer Reports.
These Rogues are going fast.
I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Get a low $269 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $2,500 total savings on remaining select 2024 Rogue Platinum trims.
Dare to compare. Bob's Renegade versus my competitor's similar set. Both have power reclining seats, USB ports, and a storage console. But mine is $700 less. See how much you can save this Labor Day weekend when you dare to compare at a Bob's near you.
It's time for a new era of chicken. A slow roasted era. A quesadilla-shaped era. A cheesy, saucy, era. The Cantina Chicken Quesadilla, only at Taco Bell.
You don't want to miss history on Yes, record-setting swings, and the Yankees' epic playoff push.
To back.
Watch as Aaron Judge takes aim at his own home run record.
He's done it again.
And the fight for the division title reaches a fever pitch. Witness history unfold on Yes and the Yes app.
Well, congratulations to Aaron Judge on being voted the Montefiore Einstein Player of the Week. He just keeps stacking these awards. This is what he did last homestand against the Guardians and the Rockies. Pretty good stuff. 7-7 in the 7th. Cousins still in, facing Arenado. Pitch outside, 1-0. Probably win the American League Player of the Month again.
Why not?
There's a strike, 1-1. Arenado, Goldschmidt, and Herrera. Here in the 7th. It's the Player of the Week out in center. Two and 1 on Nolan. He's 1 for 3 today. Tommy Canley getting ready. Three and one. He keeps you honest with that pitch so you don't dive over the plate for the slider.
Yeah, I mean, he is so good with that slider that, you know, you've got to show inside once in a while. But Arenado, we've talked about it, just sits on the outside corner, especially with 2 strikes.
He works a walk to start off the 7th inning. That'll bring up Goldschmidt. America's Heroes need your help. Donate $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at T2T.org. One and 0 on Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt has 2 hits today, 2 hits and 3 at-bats. A double and a single. Both hits to the right side. Rizzo holding on Arenado at first. Strike. It's the fastball on the outside corner.
Yeah, and it's not just showing the fastball. I mean, he can throw it for strikes, too, because, you know, you can trust 95, 96 if you locate that fastball.
Check the swing. Doesn't look like he's throwing the slider with the accuracy that he has in the past.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit too far off the corner, and that just tells the hitter out of his hand that it's a ball because he has a huge amount of break. And that's what scares you is you watch that way. He threw that one for a strike, and that kind of backed up, and that's a mistake where, you know, you can really get hurt, kind of a hanging slider.
Two. Foul ball.
Well, see, that to me is a really good pitch because we've talked about, you know, looking for that slider away. Well, give them something they're not looking for. Watch this ball up and in and just nothing to do with it than to pull off of it and try to foul it off.
Whispered across the outside corner, and they catch Goldschmidt looking.
And, you know, that's a good hitter, a hot hitter, but a great sequence. You know, you jam him on the pitch before, and then that outside slider is gold.
So now 1 out, 1 on. Here's Herrera. He swings through that slider 0-1. Herrera's 0 for 3. We're in the 7th inning of a 7-7 game.
Jose Bautista used to really keep his hands away from his body, kind of like that, huh?
Checks his swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, said Dan Iasonia.
Tony Bautista, Michael. That's why you didn't recognize him.
There's a Jose Bautista, too.
Yeah, but Tony used to keep that bat way far away, like you see right here. You know, then it comes behind him as he steps into the ball. Kind of keeps you aware of your hands and where they are as a hitter.
Missed outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Right in on the hands. Dialed it up to 97 there.
Yeah, but you see the swings on every St. Louis hitter off Cousins. The ball inside is absolutely eating them up. They can't get to it because they're sitting on that slider away. And if you show them that pitch, one time in the count, then you can go back to your strength.
Off of Cousins. Carom's out to Rizzo, and everybody's safe. Bad break for the Yankees. First and second, one man out.
Yeah, had him in a position if he makes a good slider, but he put it in play, and again, off the leg and away from Rizzo, so you can't salvage an out of the play. Off his glove, actually. I thought it hit him in the leg.
Well, that's going to do it for Cousins. So with Donovan coming up, they're going to go to Canely. First and second, one man out, 7-7 game.
Discover the Genesis Signature event. For a limited time, lease the G70 for $299 per month. Exclusively at your tri-state Genesis retailers.
Your memory is an amazing thing, but sometimes it can start to slow down. But did you know Prevagen can help keep your memory sharp? The secret is the powerful ingredient apoaquarin, originally discovered in jellyfish and found only in Prevagen. In a clinical study, Prevagen was shown to improve memory in subgroups of individuals who are cognitively normal or mildly impaired. Stay sharp and improve your memory with Prevagen. Prevagen, in stores everywhere without a prescription.
Hurry in to the Acura Summer of Performance event going on now.
Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Hyundai. With a brand new Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. And by Bet365, whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Tino looks weird in that Cardinal uniform.
He does.
Tommy Canely against Brendan Donovan. First and second, one man out. Jumps on a changeup and grounds it foul. He's had a good year. Big spot here in the seventh. Yankees have come back to tie it. One and one. Cardinals have 13 hits to the Yankees 10. Cardinals have also made 2 errors. A couple of mental ones that don't go up on the board either. Beautiful changeup, swung on and missed. 1 and 2.
Donovan's had some really good at-bats in this series. You know, he's hit the ball to the left field line all the way to the right field line, so pretty much straight up defensively.
Lofted to left field. Verdugo runs it down. Runners retreat. 2 outs. Herrera was all the way to second base on a ball that looked like it was, you know, an out.
Yeah, just in case. I mean, if you're the runner at first base, you're going to have plenty of time to get back. Just in case something crazy happens as far as the sun or a misplayed ball. You have plenty of time. Not even going to be a throw behind you.
So here's Jordan Walker. He's 3 for 3. Home run his last time up.
That was his first of the year. You talked about just being called up recently, but, you know, just off to a horrible start in April. That always had power. His first of the year was a big one for the Cardinals.
The 0-1. 1-1.
little hanging breaking ball. It went a long way off the bat, no doubt about it.
The 1-1. Way outside, backhanded by Wells, 2-1. Arenado's at second. Herrera is at first. 2 men down, top of the 7th inning, 7-7 game. Canely deals. Ground ball, base hit to right field. Charging is Soto. He's coming up throwing, and they hold Arenado at third. So the base is loaded for the Cardinals.
Well, luckily the ball was hit hard enough where Juan Soto could hold the runner to third. A good piece of hitting by Walker. Tommy Canely, huge situation in this game right now with 2 outs. Bases loaded.
Quite a day for Walker, 4 for 4.
Yeah, here's a guy that came into the game hitting 143. You don't expect to see a home run and 4 hits.
Here's Newbar, bases loaded. Change up for a strike. Way outside. 1-1. That pitch is so good for him that he could pump it one after the other after the other. Doesn't even have to mix in the fastball. The changeup's so good.
Yeah, and believe it or not, I mean, he throws mid to upper 90s, so it's not like you have to be embarrassed of that fastball. It's just that his changeup is that good.
2-1 on Newbar. Swings through the chains, 2-2.
You see it. I mean, it's got that side spin, and it just does not get there. The hitter's way out in front. It's all about the speed of the arm.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Foul ball.
In the back of your mind, Michael, as a hitter, you're like, you know, he's thrown me 4 in a row. He's got to go to the fastball. He's going to try to trick me, and that's what makes his changeup so good back to back to back, is because the fastball is always in the back of the mind of the hitter.
Arenado at third, Herrera at second, Walker's at first. 2 men out, top of the 7th, 7-7 game. The 2-2 to Newbar. Driven to right field and deep. Going back Soto. Still back. It's over his head and up against the wall. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. Here comes Walker. He'll score. A bases clearing double by Newbar, and the Cardinals lead 10-7.
You might have gone to the well one too many times. A changeup, and he really stayed with it. And, you know, he hits it hard. You think Soto might have an opportunity, but it got over his head, and a huge double for Newbar and the Cardinals. It looked like he was playing fairly shallow and just could not get back there in time.
Pitch to Scott. 1-0. So the Yankees climb all the way back, and now the Cardinals retake the lead. They're up by 3. One and one on Scott.
He turned well, but like I was saying, it just looks like he was playing shallow to the point where he was almost daring Newbar to hit the ball over his head, which he did.
Finally threw a fastball there, but outside 2-1. Scott is 0 for 3 today. 163 hitter. Check swing foul back to the screen, 2-2. And the pitch. 3-2 on Scott. Phil Bickford is up. That one's driven to right field and deep. Soto back, leaps, he can't make the play. It's up against the wall. Nootbaar scores, Scott with an RBI double, and the Cardinals lead 11-7.
Wow, after a huge comeback, I mean, the Cardinals have really put the pedal down on this inning. And another ball hit hard. And Juan Soto just cannot get back there in time. Not too many times do you feel like you're the Yankees with 7 runs on the board and you're still looking up, down 4.
Well, that's going to do it for Canely. Boone will take the ball from him. Canely hears the boos. Bickford will come on to face Wynn. 4 runs in already. It's 11-7 Cards.
It's Toyota's national sales event. Swipe into end of summer fun with an exciting new Toyota. Whether you're paddle boarding in a RAV4, mountain biking in a Tacoma, or tubing with your best friends in a Camry, you'll find plenty to post about all summer long.
Lease a new RAV4, the best-selling small SUV in America with all-wheel drive for just $319 a month. And you've got everything you need to take adventure further.
Come in today. Ooh, like...
Toyota, let's go places.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Drive into summer with a new Honda. Heading out for a day at the beach or a weekend in the mountains. Make an impression with the unmistakable style of the HR-V or turn heads in the sporty Civic. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Well, fans, after the final, I'll get highlights, analysis, clubhouse interviews, and we'll hear from the manager, plus a look ahead to the series with the Rangers. That's all coming up on the WB Mason Yankees postgame. It's been an adventure in right field for Juan Soto today. A couple of balls over his head, 3 actually, and they've all been pretty important as Phil Bickford will come on with 2 outs and a runner at second base. 4 runs already in 11-7 Cards. And there's a strike to Mason Wynn. And he bunts. Bickford fields, fires to first, he throws it away. Scott will score. The ball goes down the right field line. Wynn ends up at second. It's 12-7 St. Louis.
Well, the wheels have just fallen off here. And, you know, this is an easy out, easy play. You know, not a good bunt. Right back to the pitcher. And just gets in line with the throw. No chance for Rizzo to reach across. This is a hit and an error on Bickford.
And he can't believe he made that throw into right field. First error for the Yankees. Burleson pinch hitting for Baker. 1-0. 12-7 Cards. Chop slowly to second. Torres fields, flips to Rizzo, and that'll do it. But the Cardinals send 9 runners to the plate. They score 5 runs. They break a 7-7 tie. They're up 12-7 as it's time for the 7th inning stretch here at the stadium. But we'll stay right where we are as they honor America in the Bronx.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you rise and remove your caps and please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest. United States Army Sergeant Technician 4th grade, 98-year-old Silvio A. Bracco from East Harlem, New York, who served in World War II. The Yankees say, thank you, Silvio, for your sacrifice and service to our nation. And now, please join us in singing along with Robert Merrill's rendition of God Bless America.
Stand beside her and guide her. Throw the light with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home.
There are many families that need your help. I'm Mark Wahlberg, and I'm asking you to support the Tunnel to Towers Foundation in their efforts to deliver mortgage-free homes to catastrophically injured service members, Gold Star, and fallen first responders families with young children, as well as eradicating homelessness amongst our veterans. Everybody knows where the money's going. Every single dollar. God bless you. Please contribute $11 a month to support their efforts by visiting T2T.org.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. So make it your best summer ever with Ford. Get your ideal combination of power and capability. And experience hands-free highway driving technology with Ford Blue Cruise, available on select vehicles. It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event, so make it yours. Make it now. Returning lessees can now lease a Ford F-150 for just $299 a month for 24 months, only at your local Ford stores.
Time for your Ford Studio Update. Bob and Flash with you in a wild, weird game in need of another Yankees comeback. You call it wild and weird. I'll say this is an ugly game on both sides. The Cardinals not playing well defensively. The Yankees having trouble. Verdugo and Soto in the outfield. We talked for 3 days. The Yankees have to do a better job against clubs that are 500 or below. They're going to have a big rally against a good bullpen for St. Louis if they're going to pull this one out. And like you said, finish strong. They're going to find a way to do it again. Guys, back to you. We'll see you on the post game.
Well, thank you, guys. Just a horrendous top of the 7th inning. 12-17-2 for the Cardinals, 7-10-1. The Yankees, you see the other particulars, that big 3-run double by Nootbaar in the top of the 7th inning, the big blow. The Nootbaar double had a catch probability of 75%. Now, the other double, the one by Scott, had a 0% catch probability, so it was not supposed to be caught. But the Nootbaar one is supposed to be caught 3 out of 4 times.
Yeah.
2-0 on Judge. JoJo Romero's still in there. Do the Yankees have another comeback in them on the Sunday afternoon? 2-1. Judge is 0 for 2, intentionally walked. Baltimore leading Colorado 5-0 in the 6th inning at Coors Field. 2-2. Romero has 30 holds at second in the National League behind his teammate Andrew Kittredge, who has 32. But he's in line now to get the victory if the rest of his bullpen mates can do their job as Judge goes down on strikes for the second time today. Has not been a good series for Aaron.
No, they have pitched him tough, and they pitched around him and right here. I mean, you use both sides of the plate, and then you get a breaking ball to get him out front. And there are days like this, Michael.
Well, you just heard John Flaherty in the cut-in, and it's true. One thing that the Yankees have had a lot of trouble with is playing teams that are 500 or less, which is what the Cardinals are, and winning at home to the level that they used to winning at home. And also you throw in the fact they don't play well against left-handed starters, so you look up, they're still in first place, but those are some things that have to be worked out in September.
Yeah, that first place is going to come and go if you don't solve some of these problems, obviously. But you know what? You cannot gauge. I mean, you look back over the last month, they've played pretty good baseball. Recently, some hiccups here with the pitching today and some defensive stuff.
One, 2. 2-2 on Wells. Austin is 0 for 3. Now 3-2 on Wells. The payoff. Got him. 2 away.
Well, Romero shows why his numbers have been good. He's able to use that breaking ball and throw it for strikes and throw it off the plate when he needs to. Another swing and a miss for a strikeout. And looking at the scoreboard, Michael, this is the Cardinals' season high with runs and hits. 17 hits, 12 runs. Both season highs for the Cardinals.
Well, the Yankee pitching certainly has not been helped today by the defense. Some called errors, some not. One actually just the throwing error on Bickford, but there are plays that were out there that have to be made. That one is rocketed into center field, and it's past Scott. Just ate him up. It was hit so hard. Stanton gets himself a 2-out double.
Yeah, Stanton has the ability to hit the ball. Those line drives that just outfielders are not accustomed to seeing. I mean, this ball comes out of the shadow, but still, great jump. It just can't beat the ball. I mean, the ball's just hit too hard.
So here's Jazz Chisholm. He's 2 for 3, couple of stolen bases, 3 runs scored. Yankees trying to chip away. It's going to take an extra base hit to score Stanton. But you don't want to pinch run for Stanton because you're still down by 5. He might come up in a big spot in the 9th inning.
And you're going base to base at this point anyway. We're down 5 runs.
Check swing, fouled away. Jazz thought bunt, took it for a strike. He had Arenado back at third.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Obviously, it's about base runners now and maybe getting one in the seats. Arenado playing way back. Thought he could get a cheap little bunt hit.
Missed outside, 2-2 on Chisholm. Chisholm with 22 home runs on the year, 9 with the Yankees. Three and 2 on the Yankee third baseman. Full count on Chisholm. 27-year-old Romero from Camarillo, California. Fifth big league season. Popped up behind the plate and out of play. Stan leads off second. 3-2 pitch. Inside. Chisholm works a walk. And that brings up Rizzo. Rizzo in his first game back after missing 62 because of the fractured right forearm. He has an RBI double, has a single to right. 2 runs scored. He's 2 for 3. You know, one thing, Paul, they don't need Rizzo to have the greatest September of all time, because what they've been getting out of first base, if he could give them league average and good defense, they'll take it.
Yeah, if you just put his career average in there and plug it into first base, you're in good shape.
On Rizzo.
Remember what a big effect he had on them, you know, coming over at the trade deadline. I mean, just put together anything close to that. It's going to be a big pickup for the Yankees.
There's a strike. Good fastball on the inside corner right at the knees, 2-1. Romero sets and deals. Dropped a slider in there for a strike. The count is 2-2.
Well, 2 seamers in and sliders away. Romero, that's his recipe.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Got him on the slider, and Romero works into and out of trouble while ringing up 3 strikeouts. We go to the 8th.
We're all thinking about survival in day one. If a patient isn't going to respond to the standard therapy, then we owe it to that patient to come up with a treatment plan that's going to work for them. I was drawn towards the brain tumor patients because it is such a debilitating set of diseases. But we are putting our best minds together from both the scientists and the doctors. And we are finding out more and more about each disease. And what we've seen is a population who are actually having more curative therapy than what we had seen before. That's going to allow these kids to flourish and thrive. We're moving in the right direction. We're with them and we're fighting this.
Why is just a starting line, for the true self blooms only when we find our purpose, what makes us tick, below the surface. Our reason why is united, undivided, seeking understanding. My why is diversity and unity, a safe space in my community. It's a million faces in a mirror, and everyone belongs. Find your why for a better us.
Well, this graphic tells a big story. While the Yankees are still battling with the Orioles and they don't have a comfortable lead, these series that they've played are series that they should have taken care of business. Now, you can say the Guardians are good, but the other teams, they lost that one against the White Sox. They are statistically headed to being one of the worst teams in baseball history. They might lose the series against the Cardinals unless they come back. They lost the series to the Nationals. They lost a game to the Rockies. And they lost the series to the Tigers. 9-8 overall in a stretch of games where you say, okay, that's where you get fat. Well, they didn't get fat in that series.
No, I mean, you look at the schedule going into the month and you think, wow, this is our time to really make hay. And it hasn't happened. But, you know, you can't sit here and dwell on it at this point. I mean, you've got a certain amount of games left. And, you know, every single game now is going to matter.
Arenado grounds one softly up the middle. Volpe just gets Arenado for the first out. Now, this is what they have coming up. 3 games against the defending World Series champions, but not having a good year. And then you have an off day, and then 3 games against the Cubs, who suddenly are hot and battling for one of those wild card spots. Kansas City has made unbelievable strides from last year. They're in a wild card position. And then 4 big games against the Red Sox. So September's not easy.
No, it's not. But do you ever feel that when the Yankees take the field that they're overmatched by another team?
No.
I don't ever get that feeling. It's just that, you know, sometimes they look on paper like they should overmatch some of these teams, and it hadn't worked out that way. But, you know, big games, you talk about Kansas City, you talk about Boston. When they take the field, you still have a good feeling, depending on who's on the mound, obviously, that the good things are going to happen.
Goldschmidt, 3rd time going to right field, splits the outfielders. Judge will play it off the wall. And Goldschmidt with his 3rd hit and 5 at-bats. Comes in here, he's hitting like he did 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about, you know, Arenado and Goldschmidt not having offensively the years that the Cardinals expected. And that's kind of why they are where they are in the standings. But both guys swinging the bat extremely well in this series.
Now, with all the issues that we talked about, they have the best record in the American League. Dodgers, Phillies, and Brewers have the best records in the majors. Yankees are 4th. So if the Orioles hold off Colorado today and the Yankees don't come back, they still have a 1-game lead in the East. So despite all those things that we just said, if you want to look at it as glass half full, they're still in first place. If you want to say glass half empty, they could be running away with it.
You know, it's so easy when you have a game like this to talk about the half glass empty, you know, and all of a sudden, you know, you go out tomorrow night and have a big day, and Aaron Judge hits a home run, and you think, wow, how can we ever lose? So, you know, baseball is so weird, and how you know, start to calculate things, it's just day in and day out.
3-0 on Herrera. Bickford deals. And a strike. And the pitch. Foul back. 3-2. Herrera had a big hit in that 7th inning, hitting one off of Jake Cousins. That knocked him out of the game, and they brought in Tommy Canely. Swing and a miss. Got him on the slider. 2 away is Herrera down on strikes. So here's Donovan. Donovan's 3 for 4.
Well, there's a lot of 3 for 3s, 4 for 4s, 3 for 4s. And then again, hit column says 18. So they've divvied them up pretty much up and down the lineup.
Fastball for a strike. 1-1. Lights are still on, but it's a lovely day at the stadium. The sun finally broke through the clouds. A couple of heavy rain periods in the game, but no stoppage. After the game, the Yankees head to Arlington, Texas, where they'll start a 3-game series against the Rangers, and they start a 6-game, 7-day road trip. 2 more road trips for the Yankees. This one coming up, and then one to the West Coast, Seattle and Oakland. 2-2. So September is split with 2 homestands and 2 road trips. All a week at a time. That one is grounded to Volpe. And that'll do it. Here in the 8th. No runs, a hit. 1 man left. We're on the bottom of the 8th. St. Louis up by 5.
Summer won't last forever, but during Toyota's national sales event, you can make memories that will.
Okay, fine.
Come on.
There you go.
Whoa.
Where's my mom? Just be in the moment.
Yeah, just be present.
Toyota, let's go places. Only KFC has nuggets worthy of the sauce. Try one of 5 signature flavors, drizzled, drenched, and dripping on original recipe chicken nuggets. Grab 10 for just $5.99.
Big drip, big drip, big drip, big drip, big drip.
Jordan Ramsay, Michelin-starred chef, family man, and now, Abram Wearer.
We done? No, that's just the first shot, Gordon. Oh, come on.
Hexclad has reinvented the apron. Each apron is made from 34 recycled plastic water bottles. It's oil and water resistant.
Really?
With a variety of bold colors, Hexclad's new apron brings the heat.
No gimmicks necessary. It's just a great apron. Cut. Leave the apron right there. Leave it? F off. This thing's staying with me.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times, but mostly times were just okay. And you know who said that? Susan B. Anthony.
Charles Dickens.
Susie.
We're not teachers. We're connectivity experts. If millions of communities rely on us for fiber, internet, and mobile, you can too. Optimum, where local is big time.
Going in the majors, the Tigers' Tarek Skubal, 16 wins, 2.51 ERA. He's going to battle, you would think, Emmanuel Clase for the Cy Young. Kansas City Royals acquired Tommy Pham, Robbie Grossman, Yuli Gurriel all yesterday. Remember, they lost Pasquantino for about 6 weeks. And the Texas Rangers, since August 15th, 2.9 runs per game. Second most in baseball behind the White Sox. Andrew Kittredge comes on and deals inside to Volpe.
Well, he was a foot away from the big G pinch hit yesterday, tying that game up with a grand slam off the top of the wall. Back in there today.
Oh, that just missed Verdugo in the on-deck circle. That check swing foul ball. Volpe's 1 for 3 with a run scored. One and 2. RBI single in the Yankees' 2-run 6th inning. Swing and a miss. 1 down.
as he gets around the ball and kind of just cuts it off the outside corner.
Pitch to Verdugo is outside, 1-0. If you consider how odd that 7th inning was, where the Cardinals scored 5. The Yankees used Cousins and Canely. Combined since July 28th, the two of them had a 0.65 ERA. They gave up 5 runs, 2 earned, in 27 2/3 innings pitched in that stretch. High fly ball, right center. Scott is there for the second out. Well, today they gave up 5 runs, 4 of them earned. After all of that great pitching since July 28th. And again, you can't put it all on them because the defense didn't help them either. Marinaccio getting ready.
Well, you looked at that 5th and 6th inning that the Yankees put together to really rally and come all the way back, and then it just you know, you in a blink of an eye, boom, game's out of hand again.
Gleyber Torres came close, in my opinion, Paul, to breaking the game open with that deep drive to right center that somehow Scott ran down. It resulted in a sac fly that tied the game, but could have been big damage if that found grass.
Yeah, there was a few balls hit today that you know, you expected to be caught, weren't caught, and then that ball off the bat looked like it was a gapper, and he ran it down.
High fly ball, center field. Scott puts it away, and that'll do it. As Kittredge retires the Yankees in order, 1, 2, 3, and we'll go to the ninth.
At Toyota's national sales event, we've got a long lineup of vehicles for summer fun, like Camry, RAV4, Highlander, BZ4X, Tundra, Corolla Hybrid, Tacoma, Sienna, Corolla Hatchback, Sequoia, Prius Prime, RAV4 Hybrid, Land Cruiser, GR Supra, Toyota Crown, 4.
Right now, get Tundra with 1.99% APR for 48 months, plus $1,000 TFS subvention APR cash, or lease a new 2024 Tundra for just $499 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Firehouse Subs, hook and ladder jingle, take 1.
Hook and ladder, when it's hot, it just tastes
Guys,
better.
you're almost out of time.
Cheese, then toasty bread, mustard, mayo.
Faster.
Lettuce. The sandwich is too big for the song. It's too big.
What's my next step?
Trade in any phone in any condition for the new Google Pixel 9 with Gemini.
Give me a recipe with these ingredients.
Let's do that.
Only on Verizon.
Hi, I'm Sally. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a flight nurse on a helicopter that specializes in trauma. I've been doing flight nursing for 24 years. I had a fear that I wouldn't be able to keep up. I wanted all the boost I could get. I heard about Prevagen from a friend. I read the clinical study on it, and it had good reviews. I've been taking Prevagen now for 5 years, and it's really helped me stay sharp and present. It's really worked for me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription.
It's time for the Cadillac player of the game, Paul.
Wow, Jordan Walker came in only hitting 143, but it didn't show up today. 4 hits on the day. That'll raise things up. That is your player of the game. To you by Cadillac.
New pitcher for the Yankees is Ron Marinaccio. They've used 7 today, including their starter Nestor Cortez. So Marinaccio just got called up. And he'll deal with the Cadillac player of the game, Jordan Walker. That one is looped and a base hit. Have yourself a day, Jordan Walker. He's 5 for 5.
Well, I guarantee it's the first time in his career, young career, but boy, I tell you what, he has shown offensively what he can do, both with bloopers and the big home run earlier in the game.
Well, he raised his average today 41 points.
That's all.
From 143 to 185. Well, 42 points. First career 5-hit game. No. He's on I-95. He's at 195. So, 52 points. 1-0. Marinaccio back and forth with the Yankees this year. 14 games, 1-0, 2.53. Strikeout per inning. Runner goes to throw to second, not in time. So Walker steals second base.
Yeah, Walker trying to get it all done today. 5 hits, and now a stolen base.
Shows you how the game has changed. If you were up by 5 runs in 9th inning, you stole second base, there'd be some eyebrows raised.
Yeah, somebody would get some ribs hit, I tell you that.
3-0 on Nootbaar.
But if you look at the lead they had earlier in the game, the Yankees did fight all the way back. So you never take anything for granted.
A strike to Nootbaar. Nootbaar had that big blow in the 7th. The double over ahead of Soto cleared the bases, a 3-run double. And a strike. Fly ball deep center, going back. Judge still back, and that ball's gone. A long home run off the bat of Nootbaar, a 2-run shot. That just kept going as the Cardinals lead 14-7.
Oh, again, a ball off the bat that you'd figure Aaron Judge has got a beat on it, a possible good play at the wall, and flew all the way out of here. Well, up in the strike zone, squared it up, but still, I mean, this is the part of Yankee Stadium that the ball usually doesn't just eke out of. I mean, this ball was hammered.
Victor Scott at the plate. Takes inside 1-0.
Well, 20 hits. That ties the 20 hits that they gave up on June 20th against the Orioles.
Seven unanswered runs by the Cards. Turned a 7-7 game into a 14-7 lead. Walker's 5 hits. That's the first 5-hit game against the Yankees since George Springer did it for Toronto on August 18th, 2022. Fly ball, shallow left. Verdugo is there. Out number 1. Top of the order, here's Mason Wynn. 2 for 5 in the game. And a bunt single in that 7th inning. And a strike. And that was against Bickford, who then promptly threw it right past Rizzo, giving Wynn 2 bases. 0-2 on Mason Wynn. So a short homestand for the Yankees, just these 3 games. It has not been a good week. They lose 2 out of 3 in D.C., and they're poised to lose 2 out of 3 to the Cardinals. One and 2 on Wynn. Now they get to think about it on a long flight to Arlington, Texas. Foul ball the other way.
Gonna pep talk them on the way, Michael?
No, I just keep quiet.
Yeah?
I don't say much on flights. They don't want to hear from me.
All your words have been used up in the broadcast?
No, they just don't want to hear from me. 1-2. Strike 3. Win down looking. There's Alec Burleson. Pinch hit in the 7th inning. Grounded out the 2nd. There's a base hit up the middle. Volpe was moving up the middle as the pitch was delivered and vacated the hole. I'm not sure if he would have made that play, but he was moving the wrong way, the way the ball was hit.
Yeah, this is, I mean, you hear about the offensive woes of the Cardinals coming into the series, and boy, it's just like everybody in this lineup got off the bus ready to hit in this series.
Here's Arenado. 1 for 4, a walk and run scored. Singled in the 1st inning. And a strike from Arenado. Two. 21 hits for the Cardinals, 11 for the Yankees, so 32 combined and 21 runs combined. Upstairs with the fastball, 1-2. Grounded foul. Well, Garrett Cole will get the start for the Yankees tomorrow. Not quite certain at this point what the Rangers rotation is going to be, but Garrett Cole does start for the Yankees tomorrow night.
Well, a good way to start the road trip. Put Garrett Cole out on the mound. Hopefully get off to a good start.
Rockies get a run in the 7th. They still trail the Orioles 6-1.
Yeah, Arizona beating up the Dodgers 8-0 in the 3rd inning.
Tipped into the glove of Wells, and that'll do it. But 2 more runs, 3 hits, 1 man left for the Cardinals. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Yankees down by 7.
This summer is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai models. All backed by America's best warranty, plus 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. Add more joy to your journey. Hurry into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. But act fast. The hottest deals of the summer won't last. Get in and get away now. Lease an Ioniq 5 for only $189 a month, or get 0% APR for 60 months or $7,500 EV bonus cash. Hurry in to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
It's a big match for the National Women's Soccer League, and only the best will win.
Just blaze, Godzilla bankroll, stones and silly on, yo, I ain't got it all. That means I'm barely home, trailblazer, stay ballin' with vengeance. My arch is crafty, dogs, why I stuck on Laffy Taffy, wondering, get past me, I've been doing this before, now it's dropping nasty.
Whoa, is this your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. Yesterday, I was at the Nissan end of summer sales event taking a test drive, and Laura says,
We've got somewhere to be.
and off we went. We're having a blast. And she tells me it's recommended by Consumer Reports.
These Rogues are going fast.
I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Get a low $269 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $2,500 total savings on remaining select 2024 Rogue Platinum trims.
The game, and we go all the way back to the fourth inning. A 2-run home run off the bat of Baker. That was off of Nestor Cortez, a big blow in the game. And that is the Buick drive of the game. Ryan Fernandez will take over for the Cardinals and try to get the final 3 outs of this one and protect the 7-run lead. And he's going to face Soto, Judge, and Wells. Soto 1 for 4 today. Had that blistering single right in the first. Then a ground ball to first, a double play ground ball to second, and a fly ball to deep left.
Yeah, another turning point of the game, that double play with bases loaded, and he hit the ball extremely hard. Just happened to be right at the second baseman for an easy double play.
There's a strike to Soto. One and one. Foul back to the screen, 1-2. Fourteen, 21-2 for the Cards, 7-11-1 for the New York Yankees. Grounded to first, Goldschmidt throws to Fernandez, and they just get him as Soto down 7 was hustling down the line, 1 out.
Yeah, kind of in between play for Goldschmidt, whether to throw it underhand or overhand, because he was kind of far away from the base. Juan Soto kind of senses it, tries to beat to the bag, didn't quite get there.
Well, that'll bring up Judge. Aaron 0 for 3 today with an intentional walk. His 18th intentional walk of the year. Big cut against Fernandez. And 2. Judge has gone 6 games without a home run. 3 in D.C. and 3 here against the Cardinals. His longest stretches were 8 games. He's done it twice. Just missed off the outside corner, 1-2. Came on to the scene today on pace for 61 home runs. But when he hits them in bunches, it seems like it's so easy, Paul. It's not easy.
No.
You are going to have stretches where you don't hit them out.
Yeah, I was chuckling to myself when you said it's been 6 games. People go months without hitting home runs. It's the way the game goes.
Three and 2 on Aaron Judge. Ryan Fernandez kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. A rough weekend for the Yankee captain as he strikes out 3 times today. 0 for 4 with an intentional walk.
Yeah, again, you're in the shadows now. Pick up the spin of the ball a little late. Ball off the outside corner. Just out in front.
So here is Austin Wells. He's 0 for 4 today. Dials it back to the screen, 0-1. So 0-2 on Wells. Yankees down to their final strike of the series. They won the first game, but the Cardinals won yesterday, holding off a late Yankee rally, and Cardinals about to win this one. 1-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that will do it. Yankees go down in order, and the Cardinals take 2 out of 3.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues, up to you, New York, New York, New town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. It's up to you, New York, New York.
Thank you for watching this live stream on Yankees Highlights. Subscribe to this channel and never miss out on these videos and streams. Have a great night, everyone.